no fear. All about the grind they've been sleeping on for years. From the blacktop dreams to the packed out stands. We talking every cross, every cut, every plan. Fucking the tip-off Kingz, yeah, we taking that crown. WNBA talk, we run this town. From the locker room smoke to the bright game screens. You tuned in, locked in with the tip-off Kingz. Ay, we got that. We got stories from the road, late flights, sore knees. Still in scoring mode. From the rookies on the rise to the vets with the rings. If it's women's hoops talk, then we run that thing. Tip-off Kingz, yeah, we taking that crown. WNBA talk, we run this town. From the locker room smoke to the bright game screens. You tuned in, locked in with the tip-off Kingz. Let's go.
All right, what's good? What's good? But that intro was hot, boy.
Yeah, Michelle, I know you want to get back to cooking. Hey, Michelle, you can start dinner up. Just don't talk about it too much, cause we
Danielle, Tina Hay, Retro, Jeff, Bronx, Shep, Fro,
Tina.
Everybody knows what's up. What's up, Bronx kid? All right, what's good, my brother?
Oh,
what's
good, man? Doing good, man. Boy, it's man. When you send stuff, it be like, oh my. And that Dantas.
Ooh, boy, let me
like
Monica, what's going on? Only Monica. Can I scratch that studio?
Retro.
Hey, man, let me tell you. The thing. What's up, Paul? My son, Michelle. Let me tell you, the stuff that we have been talking about for weeks and weeks since the beginning of the season is starting to rear its head. Yeah. Exactly. And I think people just don't pay attention. They look over information instead of just like pay attention to what's in front of you. The thing about it is, we have talked about this Damaris Johnson situation, and this is what we're gonna start off with right now with Damaris Johnson. She should have never been signed this offseason. You wasted over $600,000 on her. Then you have a cap hit with her over $277,000. You could have kept Justine Facade on the roster. You could have easily slide her up, even if you had got somebody that girl Michelle Holloway down in the Upshot League. But this is where the incompetency with the front office with Amber Carson-Kelly comes in at, because how you expect for your coach to be successful if you don't give her the right proper tools to be successful? Now, I know everybody is going to ask about who can we move up in the roster. So, Chef, I'm going to let you go ahead and take over that.
Yeah, so as far as Dantas, the only thing the Fever can do is it's called the SCI. It's on page 96 of their contract. Matter of fact, I'll pull the contract up. Hold on.
Yeah. So Chad, we about to pull up some information. So I definitely want everybody to really, really pay attention to this, because I know some people are going to be asking questions and stuff like that. So, so we want to get some. JS, what's up?
Let me get closer to the mic, Shep. That's probably what it is. It's probably on me. I just put it in there.
Okay, you did. All right. So,
yeah, so
this is all right. So chat, everybody in the chat. This is the CBA that Chef
gotcha. Only scratch only studio. So basically, with Dantas, they have to apply for this season-ending exception, and they have to do that. And then 7 days from there, the league will determine if they'll grant it. That's the only way that they can do and get a hardship player to replace Dantas. In the meantime, they have to bring that player up from the developmental squad, the one they got from the Upshot League, because they have to carry 12 players.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Aces game, she's going to be on the roster.
Yeah.
And hopefully they get this. And it says the SE exception will arise on this date, is granted by the WNBA. If not, you shall expire on earlier than 7 days following on the date in which it was granted. So they should have already been preparing for this.
Yeah. and this goes back to what I was saying, because when they asked Stephanie White today in the interview, do you expect her to be out for the season? She said she don't know, but you already said y'all was already rehabbing her for her knee, so you already know there was a possibility that she was going to be having surgery. You 68 weeks is a formal rehab for the knee. You should have been prepared way before then, like 2 months ago, before All-Star break. You should have came before you went into the All-Star break. You should already have her replaced. Or so what's going on, PK? What's going on, Pestle Ford with the super chat,
Yo,
man?
Professor.
You pay Dantes only for her to be out for the season. Normally we say F it ain't live. Then it's the wire today.
Yes. Hey,
Wait,
hey,
time
oh,
out. He hit me with my own cliche. He said, if
yes.
it ain't live,
Live
it's
is
the
the
wire.
wire.
If it ain't
It's the
live, then
BS.
it's bullshit. I
Hey,
gotta
hey, El
pause.
Professor. We said during free agency and the draft, why was Dantes on the team? We've been talking
Mm-mm.
about Dantes since the offseason.
And then the bad thing about it,
They
you allowed Justine Passat to get poached.
yes.
You allow her to get poached. And everybody on X, everybody on social media talk about, oh, we don't need her. She don't bring nothing. And then when she had that good game, and then when she had a subpar game, then people see, I see why. Now it made sense to have her on the team, and you could have let Dantas go. And, and then the thing about it, you didn't even have a chance to develop none of your hardship players. You sign a girl from waivers that's a rookie in Grace Van Sluten. Then you bring Bree Hall in, and you don't lose them. You use them. You don't use them at all.
Yeah. And now that you think about it, man, all the games like the Toronto Tempo, there was games that we were calling. We were like, hey, why don't you get the youngsters into the game and
Mm-hmm.
get them some reps instead of keeping Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin in their stat padding a lot of those games. Well, I don't know where
Mm-hmm.
Allie at, but it was one game in particular. The Fever were up, and I was saying, why are the starters in the game?
Exactly.
Why aren't these youngsters in the game? You're going to remember, dude. We just said this like 2 weeks ago. You're going
Exactly.
to need those players because you were saying you were talking about the minutes and how they were wearing down Caitlin,
Exactly.
Kelsey, and Aaliyah. You was just talking about Aaliyah the other day.
Because the stupid coaching staff don't play no more than damn nine
Yeah,
nine deep on the bench. So how in the hell Kelsey, Caitlin, and Leah Boston will get some minutes to rest? You could score as many points in a less time instead of playing 30 minutes. Everybody keeps saying, well, they need to play 30 minutes. No, because guess what? We seen that shit in the 2024 when they was playing 30 minutes and they got wore down. But time the playoff come, they didn't even have no energy to really compete in the game. And you doing the same thing again. You can't wear your starters down without being have a productive bench. You know what I'm saying? Having all these players on the bench and not being useful. I just watched the Aces dump their whole bench last night
mm-hmm.
against Atlanta. I
Yeah,
have seen I've seen Toronto, I've seen Portland, they all go to their bench. I've seen the Valkyries go to their bench and throw players in the game. Hell, I see the Connecticut Sun do it and they ain't even
oh
winning
yeah, they
nothing.
do. They play everybody. Reagan
So
Beers be playing.
what's going on, American Girl? So why in the hell that the Fever just can't play these players, or
No, you good, Amy.
she that scared of damn talent? They don't even make sense. You This is why I said in the videos I have said the difference between a contender and a championship team has identity. They know what to do. They trust their players. The Fever coaching staff do not trust their players and scared to play because they don't want somebody else to outshine.
Hey, Amy, I apologize to you because I remember I had the Fever front office rated higher and you had them rated lower. You and Greg, y'all were absolutely right. I was totally off. I was so wrong, Amy. I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I did a power ranking at the beginning of the season of the front offices and the coaches,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the Fever's front office rated a little higher than what they should have been. And Greg and Amy told me, said, "Man, you got them too high." Man, I was wrong, Amy. Greg, if you listen, if you see this in the replay, man, I'm sorry. Y'all, I'll send y'all a Funko Pop just for that one. I effed up on that. I gave Amber Cox, I gave them way too much.
Only said Loudwire needs to be a coach, man. Clap your hands if you agree. He said, clap your hands, chat, if y'all agree.
Yes, man. And they basically signed 2 players with knee injuries in the offseason.
Yeah. You get Leah Boston, who already has a meniscus. You sign her. Meniscus. Yeah, you sign her a damn $1 million, $6 million contract. Like she's a damn $6 million man. And then you sign Dantas for half of a million, almost a quarter of a damn million, and she's out. Now, what if when Aaliyah Boston had fell on her knee in that Seattle game? What if she was out for the season?
Dude, in the last, I think the last 3 games, I think definitely the last one we did, but I know the ones you did with Nicole. Shout out to Nicole. You mentioned Aaliyah Boston and that knee, and I was telling people in the beginning of the season, man, don't worry about Caitlin Clark back. She's gonna be all right. You better worry about Aaliyah Boston.
You said that. You've been saying that since the beginning of the season. You said the main thing that you're gonna have to monitor is Aaliyah Boston's knee. What's up, chat, and everybody that's coming in? Everybody, Amy.
Man, they can't afford no injury to Aaliyah Boston at all. Period. No. I mean, period.
Mm-hmm. And the bad thing about it is, this is what incompetency gets you when you don't go after a player that should have been backing up AB. You brought a slow ass player back. What's up, Sean? What's going on, fellas? The Sirens logo reminds me of the 76ers logo. Oh yeah, slightly, yeah, a little bit too. Definitely. We'll touch on that too a little bit later. So the thing about it, you signed Dantas, who never been healthy, and then just got banged up and injured all 3 seasons, and you didn't put a viable backup behind Aaliyah Boston, and knowing that Aaliyah Boston is 1 accident away from being out for the damn season. And then you be right back to where you started from last season. And this falls, and again, this front office is so incompetent because they don't think. They'd rather pay out all this money and not think about the back end. You know what I'm saying? And your bench
is suffering. A player. They can get a player, but they got to petition the league, Amy. It's right here. It's on the screen. It's called a season-ending exception. Page 96.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to petition the league to get it, and then it's gotta go to a league doctor, and then if he signs off, then you can get it. Yeah. And they basically just get the money that Dantas was going to get, and they can use that to sign a player. But if you've been listening to us, you were just, dude, I swear, you was just talking about this Sunday. You said Tierra McGowan, and there was another player. You've been talking about bigs for Leah Boston since May. They haven't brought any of them in. So it's like,
Janice, what's going on?
You've had chances to bring these players in, and you waited. They knew Dantas was hurt, man.
Mm-hmm.
If they wanted Dantas on the team so bad, this was basically like they took care of a friend, man, with that contract.
Yeah.
But we've seen it. We've seen that around the league. A lot of teams did the same thing. You gave all these veterans all this money, and just like it was just to keep them in the league and keep them protected.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything on behalf of the team, on behalf of the Fever to help put somebody around Caitlin. They did it for their friends. It was like, let me help my friends out. Yes.
Yeah. It's just like
Sean, it's coming back. It's coming back to bite them. That draft night when we sat there and was like, why Raven? Man, Ocott look good right now.
Yeah, she looking good.
Ocott look good right now.
And you think about this. Look at Atlanta's front court. Atlanta front court is so deep. They play everybody. Even if Angel Reese gets in foul trouble, they still got Ocott and another girl behind her, and Rip Bree Jones being back. The Fever don't have that. They don't have that. They only got the small ass guards that can't really guard anybody big.
Yeah, Fro. Yeah, I agree with that. Go buy a dog. You want loyalty. Dantas, I'd have said, honey, if you done got hurt in Brazil, you might want to go there with Dom and the rest of the Fast and the Furious crew and get steal gas. Go steal gas
Yeah.
in Brazil and play the Fast and Furious 5.
Belize.
We can't give you no
Yeah.
can't give you no spot. We can't give you a spot. At this point, dude, thinking about it
Mm-hmm.
now, they'd have been better off signing Tina Charles, old butt. They'd have been
Mm-hmm.
better off signing Tina Charles. At least Tina Charles can walk.
Exactly.
They could have signed Tina Charles.
Tina Charles would have been good. Tierra McConnell would have good, and then there's another girl.
The
That
one
would
from
have been
Phoenix.
the one for Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, the one from Phoenix. So 6'7" one, the 6'6" one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
You
was a
had
lot of them. It was a lot of them got cut at the same time. And even then we were talking about it. We said, hey, why don't they sign a big? They signed the girl with 3 names.
Mm-hmm.
The little guard that they cut in May when
Yeah.
they signed Van Sluten.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of her name. I can see her face.
Talk
Walker
about
Kimbrough.
yeah, she over there in
Walker,
Atlanta.
yeah, Walker Kimbrough.
You wasted signing her.
Yeah. They see now it makes sense. It makes sense why Passat was pissed
Mm-hmm.
when she got put on the developmental squad the first, because remember we talked about it. We was like,
Yeah.
man, she mad.
Yeah, she was mad,
appreciate
and
it,
she
man.
expressed it.
Yeah,
And
she was
and
mad.
She expressed it. And she
Yeah.
expressed it.
Yeah, she was mad then because she knew. She just couldn't say nothing. Man,
Yeah.
I'm on the developmental spot and she's got a full-time spot and we make the same money.
Exactly.
We'll make the same money. I'll be on my rookie deal. She's on a veteran minimum deal. And they let Dantas sit there and just make money and knew she had a dude. They could have just said, Dantas, go get your surgery, go get cleaned up, and we'll catch you in the summer.
I wouldn't even
Dantas
catch her in the
could be getting
summer.
signed right now.
I would never stiff Dance's ass in free agency.
Yes, they
That's
could have
just-
let Dantas
I wouldn't have never said.
go get healthy. Go get your surgery. 6 to 8 weeks. You've been ready right now. Now dude, she was hurt. She was gone in May, but she's so thank you, Jules.
Thank you, Jules.
She was hurt in May.
Yeah.
I remember she missed 2 games, and I remember those 2 games. We said, "Dang, maybe they're gonna bring up Passat."
And we kept waiting. We kept waiting.
Yeah,
and we
they
kept
brought up
waiting.
Bree Hall.
And
They put Bree Hall on the
They
roster.
bring Hall up, and we like, another damn guard? How many guards that we need?
No, man, it might be a visa problem. but they better hope it was because they can't get this exception. If they lying, they're not that doctor's not going to clear them to get that hardship, that SCI.
And then what they're gonna have to do is bring up Michelle Holloway off the development roster to put her in Dante's spec.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Season ending injury. That's what it's called.
Yeah. So but this is why we kept harping on roster construction. You look at look at the sorry teams, not even the good teams. Look at the sorry teams, how they develop their roster. Look at the Mystics, how deep they are. A young team. Look at the Seattle Storm.
My bell. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Amy.
So
I remember that.
it just goes to show you the misconstruction of the rosters when you don't have an incompetent front office to know how to build a front.
We talked about this Sunday after the game, the roster construction, dude. Mm-hmm. And she had surgery on Monday, and they just talked about it.
Yep.
I mean, they just talked about it today. She had surgery Monday. So if she had surgery, they've known for weeks she was going to have surgery.
But this is the thing about the Fever when it comes down to people medical. How many times they hit all of this? This Caitlin Clark situation, the Leo Boston situation this year, Dante's situation. When Justine Passat got injured in training camp a little bit, her situation, they don't have no clue. They don't know nothing. They was like, oh, well, that's a medical question. But you don't have no kind of answers to say, well, hey, they going through this, they going through that. It's the same shit every year.
Hey, Jules, Here's the what you just said. Indiana could immediately bring a hardship contract in the new CBA. If during the WNBA regular season, a team with one player who is unable to play due to injury, illness, or other condition for a minimum of 3 additional weeks from the date of the requested exception,
And
have they
and
done the exception because she wasn't out?
exactly.
That's the part. Yeah, you are absolutely right. They can bring a hardship, but you got to read the whole paragraph.
And this is that hardship, that SEI right here is the whole thing that the fever have to wait 7 days to clear if the doctor clears it.
See, for the
And that's the
purposes of Section 4, disabling injury or illness means any injury, illness, or condition that has rendered the player disabled player unable to play for a minimum of 2 consecutive regular season games and will therefore render the disabled player unable to play for a period of 3 additional weeks, regardless of whether once the disabled player has missed 2 regular consecutive games. There are fewer than 3 weeks remaining in the WNBA season. Count the number of weeks that are remaining in the season. And there's your answer, Jewel, right there.
and
You
then
brought
you
up the
think about it.
contract. Here's the contract right there. We all looking at it right here. A hardship exemption will arise on this date if it is granted by the league office and will expire 7 days after it arises.
And
And
Jewel,
that
Jewel,
determination on whether the player is disabled is about hardship position. They are screwed. They are screwed.
yeah.
There's more than
And
3
Jewel,
weeks left in the season. We just in August.
you
It's
you
the
you
beginning of
down you
August.
down to almost 10 games left in the season. You almost down to 10 games after Thursday.
That young
And
lady is going to have to play for a number of games before they can get this exception.
Exactly.
That's why
She's gonna
it's
have
the hardship, and then you have the season ending injury clause.
And
They
the
have
thing
to go
about
for
it
one
is,
of them.
they don't even have to. The league don't have to approve the
And they don't have
hardship
to
to them.
grant nothing. They
They
don't have to do no
grant
favors
it.
for them. They can say, hey, how long? Because once that doctor gets in there and they say, hey, how long do they know about Dantas' injury? And they gonna say months. And they gonna say nope. They gonna say, and you traded your backup power forward center Passat, and you knew you had a player that was injured, and you waited and you drug foot. No, we're not helping you. Ride with what you got.
Jules, let me ask you a question. The fact of the matter is, if they knew Dantas and they kept her out, and Aaliyah Boston had fell on her knee in Seattle, and what if she was out for the season? What would you think would have happened? They
Yeah.
never drafted a big to back her up. You should have never have brought Dantas back anyway.
Yes,
You
that was a
saying
mistake right there.
you saying that the Fever will be fine, but guess what? Have you looked at the rest of their schedule? Every team they play is playoff team. All of that they being fine when you already down a man, and now you have to wait 7 days just to get medical approve you
Jeff,
to get
you're
a
right.
hardship player. But now you have to bring Michelle all the way up to put in that spot, and she has to play immediately because you got to see what she has on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But
Passat-
this goes
At least Passat was with the team during training camp, Jules.
exactly.
She knew all the plays. She knew everything. She knew the system. She had been there. The young lady from the Upshot League is like it's just that's like throwing sheep to the wolves.
Yeah. It don't matter
She's
if
not
she
gonna help them. She's not gonna come in there and dominate. If she was gonna dominate, she'd have been in the league already. She wouldn't have been in the
exactly.
Upshot. And you
Exactly.
can't get the hardship until Dantas has the surgery. So now that hardship clause, all that process starts today.
Starts today.
That's
And
a
you gotta
long.
wait
They still playing games, Jules. That's the thing. They're still playing. By the time they get a hardship player, they'll have to go ahead and sign the girl that's on the roster now, because
Exactly.
she's going to exhaust all of those developmental game days.
Mm-hmm.
In a bind. They effed up in the offseason when they didn't get no bigs, like Sean said, just like Jeff said, bad construction, like Retro said. Like we've all been saying, this team was poorly constructed.
Yeah. And the thing about it is,
Yeah, Aaron. They had So now now that she's had season-ending surgery, now they can start the hardship process or start the season-ending injury. because now she's
Mm-hmm.
had a season in the injury.
Aaron
If they
said
knew
that
she
she had
was hurt,
surgery yesterday.
if they knew she was hurt, they should have had her on the season in the injury thing a month ago. When they
Mm-hmm.
traded Passat, they should have had some plan going for Dantas right then. You don't
Yeah.
trade Passat and you know Dantas is on one wheel.
Yeah. Exactly. And then
They
and the
didn't do
fact,
nobody on this team a favor.
no,
They
at
didn't do
all.
and only got $6,000 to spend. If they had cap space, yeah, they can't cut nobody. Once July, what was it, July 7th? Once July
Mm-hmm.
7th came, Dantas' contract was guaranteed for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
That's why we made mention of that date back then. If you gonna make a move, make it today and cut her.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man, because the fact of the matter is this team find itself in a hole with no bigs at
And
all.
bro, like Jeff and Fro always say, man, they do so much stuff under the table in this league. They could
Yeah.
have slid Dantas her whole salary and just said, hey man, we gonna pay you under the table. Just keep it quiet. But we need that
Exactly.
roster spot and we need that roster exemption.
Exactly, man.
The
Don't just
Aces do it and they get away with it.
yeah. The Aces
And
do it all the time.
they got Bob's Carlot giving them $100,000 to every player that comes to the team.
They got so many players stacked up on that team right now. I
Man,
don't even know
man,
who
you know
is there.
you know how many businesses in Indiana would have said, hey, man, we'll slide Dantas the money. Just hey, we'll bring her in. She
Mm-hmm.
could do a commercial. We'll pay her, and that's it. She come and do a couple autograph signings. We give her
Mm-hmm.
50,000.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
to me, it's like I think if you don't understand the CBA, I think it's best for you to pull the CBA out and read it and understand it fully, so you will know how all of this stuff works.
Yeah, Aaron, they knew. They knew. I think they knew back in the offseason. I think they knew she had a bad knee because they don't play her. And when Stephanie White told you she knew Dantas was hurt when she said when they traded Passat and she said Dantas is the player that doesn't have to get ready because she stays ready and
Mm-hmm.
she's a situational player, but she never elaborated and nobody ever pressed Stephanie White on
Yeah.
what's this special situation. What matchup? There's only 15 teams in the league. Which matchup are you saving Dantas for? She was hurt then, man. She was hurt.
Yeah.
They knew she was hurt, dude.
They didn't
Go
want to
back
say
and listen to
it.
Stephanie White. She was hurt. It's
That's
one thing
why.
they hide injuries in the WNBA.
Yeah.
It's
And,
man, it's
and
over.
last year was a clear proof of them hiding injuries last year.
Yeah, it was
What's so
over a
noble?
dozen players this year that were hurt coming into the season. They got all paid.
Mm-hmm.
Dana Evans got hurt.
Yeah.
You see, Aaron McDonald. She was
Yep.
hurt from last season, got hurt in the drive. You ain't seen nothing from Aaron McDonald.
Yeah. Yep. You
You ain't
ain't seen Aaron
seen
McDonald. You ain't heard nothing about Aaron
Nothing.
McDonald this year. Nothing at all.
Nothing. Aaron McDonald not even on a developmental squad, and she's eligible.
Exactly. And look at the Phoenix Mercury. They roster so down. They waving, signing, trading, and doing
Yes.
everything else.
Yes. I mean, the only reason why I traded Kelsey Plum is because now her fellas are who are the candidates. She already on the roster, Sean.
Yeah.
She on the roster. That's the candidate right there.
Yeah.
Sean, they can't sign nobody, man, until if they do the hardship. If they apply for the hardship, or it's another clause called the season-ending injury, and then they can get a player. But it's a process. They got to apply for it.
Yeah. And it takes about 7 days.
Yeah,
So
it takes like 7 days. They
that's
finna play
almost like
small
the-
ball, man. They
Yeah.
finna play small ball.
Yeah.
That's their options.
They
Small
gonna play
ball. Yeah.
They're gonna play so small until they gonna get out rebounded by every damn team they play
Yes.
this week.
Matter of fact, the things that we be telling folks that happen in those wins. Remember how we was talking about in those wins? In those wins, you can't tell up the negative. Like,
Yeah.
you're giving up all these rebounds and all these paint points.
Yep.
That's going to be a regular theme.
Yep. 'Cause
That's going to be the regular theme.
you was able to see it in the beginning of the first half of the season when
Yeah,
there was when Minnesota and all of them was tacking the paint. Well, not Minnesota, but all of them other teams was tacking the paint. And because they had no paint presence in there, they kept tacking the paint, tacking the paint, tacking the paint. Now watch, you're gonna see all these playoff teams that the Fever play in the second half of the season. They're gonna go right back to that because guess what? They already know what the Fever got on their roster. They don't have
right.
another big. Unless Michelle Holloway just comes out of nowhere and start playing out of her damn mind. That's the only thing that could probably save them. But the
Bro.
fact of the matter is, you don't have a viable backup to Leo Boston. Only thing you got to do is get a Leo Boston in damn foul trouble. Hell, you could call 2 or 3 damn offensive fouls on her, and she's on the damn bench, and that's it for the Fever. And
Sean,
then they will have
I'm
to,
still looking at the candidates.
and then they have to rely on damn Kelsey Mitchell and Cece to play damn hero ball all over again.
Ooh, Sean, they would hate Stacey Daly as a commissioner in this league.
I want Stacey Daly. I saw
They would hate.
actually I
They would
just
hate
saw
that.
Stacey Daly today on NFL Network. She was talking to some teams and stuff.
Man, she got a good gig though, Sean. Man, she got a
Yeah,
good gig.
she ain't leaving the NFL Network, man.
Man,
She,
I mean, she right
I
there
think,
in NFL Network, man, and
Mhm.
she's been there for a minute. I mean, she's more known for football now than people don't even know she played basketball. That's
yeah,
how good she is at doing that.
yeah,
And now she could go back and forth. She could go ESPN and
yeah,
NFL Network. Oh yeah. To get with
yeah.
this. Oh no, man. I take the ESPN money way easier, and you get to travel. Oh my
Mm-mm.
God, I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
NFL over, man. I take NFL over WNBA all day. I could just chime in on the WNBA. I can do that on ESPN
Yeah,
when the and make more money. Now,
I'm actually
Sean,
already
Stacey
in my
Daly's either
football mode.
replace Naneka Umake or Chanae.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
You
She.
can replace Chanae. You can replace Andrea,
Mm-hmm.
Monica McNutt. I'd rather see
Yeah,
Stacey Daly's than Monica McNutt,
yeah.
but I
I'd
wouldn't
rather
touch
see her and Linda Cohn. I'd rather see them too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
man.
rather see them too.
But yeah, Sean,
I can't.
they in the bind, man, until they get this, until they get a hardship or they get that exception.
Great question on David. I think if CC resigns with Indiana, I think it would be done with assurance of a coaching change and to coach a coach whose system will allow her offense to run through her. I agree. I think
Yeah,
that's the only way that's really going to happen. There has to be a coaching change.
yeah. We've said that, man. We said that since the offseason. We said that coming into this season. Like, this was the season you either hand them keys over, and if you don't
Mm-hmm.
hand them keys over, I'm going to hold y'all hostage, and y'all are not finna get me. Y'all can trade me. Y'all can put that franchise tag on me, and y'all gonna trade me with it.
Oh, speaking of trades.
Yes, Linda Cohen been killing, Sean. She been
Oh
killing.
yeah, she been calling. I got a
My,
Linda.
she been cooking on her show.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, Sean, I got a Linda Cohn video about to come out tonight after this live because she cooked the shit out of Cheryl Reeves, and I'm
yeah,
about to go in.
yeah.
And
Yes,
Stephen
she
A.
did.
Smith cooked Cheryl Reeves
Yes.
ass today too. Woo, boy,
Yeah, I
I'm
wish
like,
ESPN would clean house, Monica.
but you know what? Speaking of the trade, what you just said,
Peggy.
what you just, what
Yeah,
Peggy said?
of course. She said Brian January didn't look too happy about CC winning the Player of the Week.
Nah, she didn't. She
Oh
didn't.
my,
She didn't. She had that little soft ass clap.
I told you, man. Brian January got them records, man, and they falling.
They
She's
falling.
sitting on that sideline. They
I
falling.
keep on falling.
Man, that's dude. Not to change subjects, man, but you know how we was talking about the Caitlin Clark fatigue, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead into that, and I'll
Man,
touch on what I need to touch on at the end.
Dude, this league's so young, man.
Mhm.
All the older players, they're kind of like when they talk about George Mikan.
Yeah.
That's how these old players are compared to what Caitlin Clark and these young girls are doing. They don't want to see. They think they really do think they're going to get erased from history.
Yeah.
All of them.
And every time,
Becky
every time they
Hammond,
see, oh
yeah.
yeah,
all of them,
And
dude. They feel it. I mean, it's the weirdest thing in the world, and it's really the old players. I mean, that's why They never built the league. They just played. It was just like a job
Yeah.
they hated.
And they always keep saying the same thing over and over. Oh, the league, they built the league, but you didn't really build the league, because if you had built the league from where Rebecca Lobo, Cynthia Cooper, and all of them had, the league would have been way far. It would have been an easy transition for these young generations to come
Yeah.
in. But these young generations coming in and they propping up the league, and you got the number one person that put a spike into everything since 2024, and y'all can't stand it. So they know their time, because they can't play forever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They can't play for them ever,
And
and they
man,
know that.
and it's family. It's almost like they didn't build a basketball league. They built a activist company.
Mm-hmm.
So all that stuff it's like when you come here, because most of the time, man, when a player leaves college, the fan base stays at the college and the player goes to the W and they just get
Yeah.
forgotten. She's the one that brought extra fans. She brought them Iowa fans, and she brought a group of other people. And so she brought knowledgeable fans. They are not used to this, man.
Yeah.
That's why they crash out. That's why they always bring up a social issue.
And then you got fans that pay attention to the game and see the game and call out the bullshit. They not used to being called out for the stuff that they have been doing.
I
all
heard
the
about
time.
that page piece, man. That was funny too. I heard about that, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not even, and it's I didn't even know who the magazine was. I just saw it on X, and it said something Page voted or something the best guard. I'm sitting there like, well, y'all are hilarious. Page voted the best guard, and Caitlin Clark done won Eastern Conference Player of the Week again.
3 times.
Yes, and it's like,
3
okay,
times.
y'all try y'all best. It's almost like they know it's coming. Like, hey, they're
Yeah.
gonna put out a piece about Caitlin. Hey, let's go ahead and drop that piece about Paige real quick.
Yeah. And then the thing about it is, Caitlin Clark is about to win Player of the Month for the second time.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she's the only player has won it 3 times. She's the only player. Her and Asia Wilson the only player that won it 2 times back to back. She done won it 3 times. Kelsey won it 1. And I saw somebody, and I just seen Chicago Sky just name Sydney Taylor as their Player of the Month over there for their team, which is rightfully so.
Balling.
You know what I'm saying? She's balling.
Man,
Man, man, let me tell you, I would love to see Sydney Taylor and Caitlin match together. That would be pro cinema.
Hey, like what college just said, if they get a new coach,
Mhm.
you'll because you know what, the new coach gonna come a new front office.
Yeah.
So they need a whole overhaul. So you gotta tear the team down, and now you gotta deal with that salary cap headache you got in Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
Mhm.
dude, this might be controversial. I would let Aaliyah Boston play out her rookie deal.
But okay, let's go to that real quick. Because the fact of the matter is, because we have talked about this on many occasions on live, that even if you had paid Kelsey Mitchell, I don't care. I don't even care about that. If you pay her money,
Yeah.
you had Leah Boston on a rookie deal for this year. All you had to do, she would be a restricted free agent. You didn't even have to do anything with her. You could have negotiated with her, and you could have used I call it a franchise tag.
It's franchise.
You
We
know
call
what
it franchise.
Yeah, so we call it franchise tag on her, and then negotiate a deal with her to sign her long-term deal. Then you would have had money to, even if you wanted to bring Kelsey back after the season, you still had Caitlin Clark on her rookie deal the following season. You didn't even have to pay her yet. You could have built the roster up on the back end to set you up for the damn future. But Amber Dumbass Cox went out and spent money like she got damn EF Clinton or so damn body. She threw the whole damn checkbook away. Hell.
Oh, man.
And then
they had $600,000. They'd have
Yeah.
had $600,000 right now if they had just said, okay, hey, Aaliyah, you're gonna play out your rookie deal. We need the cap relief. She'd have been making slightly more than what Caitlin Clark makes. She'd have made like $650.
Exactly. And then
they had about $500,000 to spend right now on a nice player.
And they told the salary would probably been over $300 million.
Yeah.
To utilize. But
they effed up, man. When they paid her way too early.
Yeah. I mean, you gave then she's injured. That's the bad thing. She was
that was the
injured.
thing. I mean, you could have just played the wait and see approach. That's why I say it. They ran this thing like it was they run it like it's a charity, man. They've ran it
Yeah,
like it was a charity for 30 years. And now it's real sports fans. We all watch football and basketball. We watch
exactly.
other sports, and then we watch this league, and you like, okay, y'all real secretive with injuries. Y'all real
Hmm.
secretive when the people do interviews. But every time you want to talk basketball, y'all want to talk about this social issue.
Hmm.
This person ain't a coach. They don't have enough sisters as coaches. They don't have
Yeah.
the coach wearing a trans shirt. That would
It-
never happen in another league.
Let me tell you something.
No,
The shit that Cheryl Reed's pulling right now, her ass would have got fined a long time ago.
dude,
By
they
any other
wouldn't have.
league, she would have got fined.
Cheryl Reeves would have never talked. Michael Jordan would not have had a sit down conversation with Chuck Daly
Exactly.
over politics before a
Over
game.
fucking politics.
Oh, and
And th-
before a game.
yeah.
Before a game, we talking politics.
Let me tell you something.
No,
Let me tell you
never.
something. Let me tell you something. Cheryl Reeves came to me and talking about I need to have a conversation. Man, I would have slapped the hell out of her and told
Yeah,
her get on about her
yeah.
business. You better coach this damn game and try to hope to win. I ain't about to sit down and talk to you about my beliefs versus your
Yes,
beliefs.
Joe.
And
That the other
you're
part too.
crazy.
I saw a league and it said that we all got all black coaches, and I said ain't nobody watching.
Hmm.
I saw that on Twitter. It's called the WBL, and then they was like, hey, we got all black. I said ain't nobody watching that,
And then
and I'm
the
black,
bad thing and
and
the
I ain't
bad
watching.
thing and the bad thing about it is that
Black star.
the WNBA is so fixated on agendas more so basketball.
Yeah, dude, because that man, I saw somebody say they still underpaid. They still ain't making no money, and I just was like, wow. Victim. I mean, that victimhood, man, they built what they want off of victimhood. And
Yeah.
she brought prosperity and money, and they don't know how to handle it.
And then Cheryl Reeves out here saying they still underpaid.
I
She
know.
crying.
I heard it. I'm
She
telling you, I heard that the last 3 days. I heard that underpaid stuff, man. I was just like, boy, y'all
and
don't. What Kool-Aid are y'all drinking?
the
Man,
the the fact
make
that
me
Cheryl
make a half
Reeves,
a million dollars up. Man, give me a
hmm
$500,000 right now. Right now.
the,
And,
the
man, please.
exactly the
They ain't
the
worked up
fact
they ain't pushed no time clock ever. I can tell you that.
no
You
no
can tell, man. They ain't never put one point. You making $1 million. You talking about you underpaid? And in 2023, we didn't know who the hell you were.
exactly
Nobody saw you
nobody.
on a commercial. There was matter of fact, dude. We could ask the chat this. I was thinking about this yesterday. What
Okay,
were you doing in the
shoot.
summer of 2023 and
Chat
2022?
chat. Question for y'all. What was y'all doing in the summer of 2023?
What were you watching in the summer of
What was you
2023?
watching
The same time frame, right now.
right now?
Right now. Man, you know what I was doing? I always get ready in July, get ready for training camp.
Actually, in
As soon as July,
2023,
because June the NBA finals goes off. Then I watch a little baseball, the All-Star game, and
hmm
then I start getting ready for training camp and watching
actually,
everything, consuming
in the
NFL
summer,
Network like crazy.
actually, the summer 23, I was actually getting ready to go to the Washington Commanders training camp.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man, dude,
So yeah, I was. That's where I was.
football.
I was filming, doing all of that stuff during that time, and I was and then I was covering one of my friends that work at BMW. I was covering his golf classic for the summer, spring and summer around that time as well. So yeah,
He
I
said you
was.
were the two pieces. Wow.
Who said that?
Two piece, not the two piece. Hit her with the
But
haymakers.
you
Man,
ain't never gonna see me in
look,
no
I
2 piece,
don't think
bro.
these players. I don't think this league realized, man. We wasn't watching this
Exactly.
in the summer. Dude,
Mm-mm,
when July hit, it's NFL. You trying to see who got cut,
mm,
who getting picked up.
mm-hmm.
Wow, he said a heart attack. Damn,
Damn, bro. I'm sorry.
bro. and a pacemaker. Jesus Christ,
God damn.
you definitely wasn't watching the. You definitely
You
wasn't
ain't
watching.
watching. You wasn't watching nothing.
Good
Oh,
grief, bro.
oh.
You're a trooper.
Thank you, Nice Fly. Like and subscribe. That's what's up. Welcome
Yeah,
all
man.
new players.
I
That's
don't
what's
think
up.
they understand that, man. People was doing
Mm-mm.
other stuff, watching other sports.
Exactly, man. And this is.
I mean, that's the reason why ESPN goes out their way to not mention
Hmm.
the year 2024. They
Yeah.
always go to 2023 like, hey man, look, it was popular. No, we wasn't watching this.
Hmm.
No, no. Man,
Exactly.
I remember in 2023, I remember walking in and seeing the WNBA finals on TV. And I remember I think it was the Aces and the Aces and the Liberty. And I looked and I said, oh, there go Breonna Stewart. I ain't seen her in a while. And I walked out the room and started working
Hmm.
on beats. No one watching no WNBA. Man, I'm telling you, when these players leave college,
Hmm.
man, the alumni, they say, hey man, congratulations, we love you. Hey man, y'all have fun. We don't watch that league. And that's the reason why, because you said that activism shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
activism shit is
activism. Dude, yeah, dude, I don't
that's
want to.
what's really killing the momentum of the league right now.
Dude,
You shouldn't
it
even be
killed the
talking about
NFL for a while.
no trans athlete coming into the W. And matter
Yeah,
of fact, I saw somebody said this last night, and they said that these ladies,
yeah,
Cheryl Reeves,
Sean.
all of
Yeah,
them, they don't believe that because Cheryl Reeves said that she was talking in the interview, said that we don't we not prepared for it and whatever the case may be, because it has never affected your league. I
yeah.
guarantee that the time that it's a threat and affects their league, they'll be changing their damn tune so fast. You're saying they out here promoting it, but when it does affect, it comes in as a threat to affect their league, guess what? They'll be changing their tune.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I saw somebody on X said if I was a G League guy, I'd take Natalie Nakase at her face value and I'd be trying to get into the league next year.
Yeah.
And then I saw, shout out to Mick Talks Hoops. I saw Mick Talks Hoops had it was a tall transgender, like 6'7", talking about they wanted to come to the W. It, like they say.
Matter of fact,
say
I just seen them promoting something with a transgender guy and play overseas. Now talking about they asked him if he would play in the WNBA. He say he said that he wouldn't say no to it. I was
Yeah,
like, what
that's the
the
same
hell?
guy that Mick was talking about. Big old swole. Make these
Swole.
guys out and look like
Man.
one of them nerds from
You
Revenge of the Nerds.
you can tell that person been taking steroids.
Yes, man would be man. They say they want guys in there until the guy. What's up, Tony? They say
What's
they
up,
want
Tony?
till they get up in there hitting them,
No,
and they'll be like,
yeah,
"No, we don't want this. We don't want inclusion now."
yeah.
It-
They
it-
talk about
it's just
their
talking.
inclusion. They talk about their inclusion, but one of their players get knocked down and jaw
Man,
get
please.
rewired, they'll be
Yeah.
changing.
Man, they'll change tunes so fast. Mo Peasy is hilarious.
He said, "Gives Sharice a two-piece of the biscuit." I know, right? Oh yeah, Robin. Yeah, Clay Travis challenged them to a game. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it, cause guess what? All it's gonna do is make them look bad and call them out on their BS. That's why they won't do it. They
Oh yeah,
talking all of this crazy.
that's Clay Travis. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Clay Travis. Yeah, and he been having that offer for the longest. He just upped the money up.
yeah.
They won't take the offer. They won't do that. They won't do
Mhm.
that. They won't do that. They won't do that.
All right, Jules, take it easy.
Take care, Jules.
Mm-mm. And it's crazy. I just think that at the end of the day, all of this talk about that trans nonsense that Cheryl Reeves don't spewing out there and trying to rally because Sophie stand up for what she believe in and say what she's supposed to have said, and they want to come out here. And Cheryl Reeves, she's always be the one come out with some damn t-shirt to wear.
And that
You know what I'm
kind of
saying?
goes with what Peggy's asking. What you
Yeah.
just said. And they the WNBA it's a woman's league. They want it's exactly what he just said. It's a female born female league, and that's what Cheryl Reeves was talking about. What Live was saying, she was
Mhm.
saying that she wants the WNBA to go back in with the CBA and adjust that. That's what she was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheryl Reeves said that, Peggy. She said that she wants the league to go in and adjust that
But
and
and
make
they won't.
changes.
And the
And
owners
they
is not
won't.
gonna allow that to happen.
Yeah, and they won't allow that
The
to
own
happen. So they
no,
can't.
the
A
owners.
guy can't go play in the league. They want that
Yeah.
to happen.
And the thing about it is Adam Silver he would face so much scrutiny and heat. You know what I'm saying? The owners is not gonna allow that to happen at all. It don't matter what the hell Cheryl Reeves is saying. I have to get trans cheerleaders to distract them. Man, American Girl
American
said
Girl, man, you don't want to. I don't want them kids to see them leg kicks. If they kicking like the Cowboy cheerleaders, you do not want to see that.
Yeah,
No, American Girl. I'm telling you, I think
yeah. It
American
would
Girl's
never happen in
comedian.
any other league, as you said. It would never happen in another league. David
No.
Reed, what's up, man? Sophie didn't start this ESPN started this by asking Sophie about this. I mean, yeah, well, I mean, she answered it. She answered where I mean, they didn't start it, but she answered it, and what her answer was is correct. But then they want to follow up on it, and then every city that they came to, and then so a matter of fact, Riley Gaines was at Minnesota, and then some official came over here trying to tell her to take her side down. She said no. And
Billy,
she asked her why.
I forgot that lady's name, but there was one in the league because me and Live was talking about that about a month ago.
What's the girl name?
Oh,
I did a video on her.
yeah.
Something Chardon, whatever her name is. Dang, I forgot.
Clarissa Clarendon.
Yeah, Clarendon. Yeah.
Yeah, Clarendon.
Not the Claritin sinus thing y'all
Yeah.
take. You know what I'm saying? So just to clarify. No, Sean said I should have just went to
Matter
see
of fact,
Spider-Man on Sunday instead of the late
she's
FIFA game. I didn't know Minnesota moved like that with that trans stuff. Oh yeah, they move. You got to think about it. Look what state are they in, Minnesota. That's all you need to know. Look what state they in, Minnesota. Oh, and by the way, Sean, Spider-Man about to cross 2 billion. I went to see it. I took my grandnephew to see it on last Thursday. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna go see it again. So
yeah, Laisha Clarendon made history as the first openly transgender and non-binary player in the league. I think she does. I think she does. She works for Ion or one of the networks, USA.
Yeah.
She does pregame for one of them networks.
I did a video on her.
Yeah, you did a video.
Yeah, I did a video.
I agree. I believe that too, Fro. I believe.
Yeah, me
I
too.
believe that too. I believe that. I believe that. I've been believing that since she was in high school.
Yeah, I definitely know Brittany Griner's one.
Because that voice was
what?
Super deep.
Watch when she retires after next year. Watch it comes out completely, and then we'll be all saying, "See, we told you."
Told you.
Yeah. The WNBA is good at hiding shit. And then when people get on it and stop spreading it out, they try to do damage control. Like they try to hide that betting shit with Angel Reese and Paige Beckers. And they dumped the dummy WNBA. They put it out on social media and then took it down because everybody started talking about it and started sharing it. Yeah, Sean.
Martinez, that was funny. Man, yeah. They put that dude on the team with Caitlin Clark and she throwing lobs.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
That's facts. That's facts.
Let me tell you.
Oh my, yeah. If he said 30 assists. Yeah. Caitlin Clark throwing lobs to a dude in a game that can actually catch. Oh yeah, that'd be a game changer. They'll kick all the dudes out the league then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Griner getting.
Fro said I believe how it is too. Oh man, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. You know what's funny though? Just imagine them getting elbow in the jaw.
The Texas
by that person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bunch because man, my wife saw somebody and she was like, "Is that a guy?"
Yeah.
I mean, I said, and she looked at her for a long time, and she was like, Is that a guy? And it was Misha Hines Allen. She was looking at. I mean, she looked at Misha Hines Allen for about 10 minutes one day.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those games where she had bucked up and she was like,
yeah.
"Is that a girl?"
But
said, yes,
actually, when you really see her, the soft side of her is really hard to see. But when she talks, it's you could tell she's
you can tell she won't. Yeah, and that's why I told my wife, I said, that's a girl. I said she got a mean mug when she get pissed.
Yeah, she's just rough.
Bob named it right, Big Swole. Yeah, she gets swole quick.
Baby Hawk. Oh, you want to? What's up, Kevin? You want to transition into that college ruling?
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy that they're petitioning for like a 5th year.
Yeah, and they already had that 5-on-5 something that they already passed, and all the players from the 2020 from high school for 2022, they are eligible for a 5th year and everything like that. And I wonder if Justine Passat falls under that she's in the WNBA. I wonder can she go back? That would be crazy if she's in going back.
Yeah, because I thought it was the dude that went to college and had played in the G League in the in the NBA.
Yeah,
he played in the G League and then he ended up going back to college.
Yeah,
but he played the G League. This was like last season.
Dang.
Yeah, so, it was a guy. It was a kid. He played in the G League and then he went to college. I think he's at Tennessee.
And they also they reopened in the transfer portal for all of this too.
Yes.
Yeah. Because when I looked at it last night and I seen it, I said, "What in the world?" And I seen Justine Passat's name was in that petition. I said, "What if this girl go back to college and re-enter the WNBA draft?"
Yes,
that would be crazy.
Yeah, Lauren Best do got a deep voice.
Her voice. Yeah, Lauren Best's voice. Yeah, Lauren. Yeah, she
got that. I smoke a pack of Marlboros voice.
Yeah, she do got
cool for the Kingz up in this bad boy. Like
I had wondered about her earlier in the season when I was watching. I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah, I wondered it too.
I was like, let me examine you a little bit closely, girl.
Yeah. Like, yeah, man. It was like, yeah. I said, well, your voice deep. I said, if she
And the bad thing about
he said she 100%. Yeah. Hey, UTP, it might be some Decepticons up in there with the Autobots.
Yeah.
And they know it. And that's why they keep champion for them.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Decepticons attack. Got Starscream and Megatron up in that bad boy.
But I did see a younger picture of Laura Betts when she was in U19 with Caitlin Clark and Tia Papa. So she did look girly back then. She just probably got a
David. I've seen Alyssa Thomas and she looked like a female.
Yeah.
Like her draft picture, she looked like, had long hair, looked like a woman.
Yeah,
man, I just think when you get in that lifestyle, man, it changes.
It changes you. Yeah,
it changes you, and they act like men. They take stuff and they want to be me.
Take all that homo pills and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man.
It's deep.
Yeah,
it's deep, man.
Well, I just like I can't believe that college stuff, man. Because I was just thinking that I just think that. If this is true, some of these players that's in the league right now could end up going back to college. Can you imagine what? Can you imagine what happens to half of the?
Like a dude.
I was like,
"Oh, pills! I'm dying." Well, Tina, I hope they got their pill bottle label right. You don't ever want to take one of them. You don't want to take one of them. Not if you're on the straight path. You don't want to take you don't want to take the H pill. The go left pill. No, that ain't what you want to do.
Nah, you don't want to do it.
So what you think about the Kelsey Plum trade?
Oh, man, let me tell you. I think Kelsey Plum is gonna play out this year. Depends if now I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be interesting to see how Phoenix play because they could be playing. Now to me, the way Phoenix played last night, now with um they struggle with Chicago. I don't see them making the playoffs, but boy, if they make the playoffs with Kelsey Plum, I think it's gonna be. I think it could be a good thing. But Kelsey Plum, do she want to stay there? You know how she's going to get along with Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner. That's going to be the thing to watch out for. I don't see her. I don't see her staying there after this year. I think she's going to play somewhere else. I think it's somewhere that she really wants to go. You think about this. Kelsey Plum could be getting picked up by the expansion team in 2 years.
I like Joe. Joe, I agree with that too. I wish Caitlin Clark had played her 5th year too.
Yeah.
And came into the league last year.
Yeah, because there's no expansion draft next year. It's in 2028. So you got to think about that. So, yeah, Sean Hannah, Hannah's over there. I hope Hannah doesn't stay a 5th year in South Bend. Oh yeah, I hope she doesn't either.
Oh, she come out.
Yeah.
Because this will probably be the highest she get picked this next coming season. She ain't gonna go no lower than 4.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she ain't going no lower than 4. She's definitely going
even though she's small. I mean, her defense alone. I mean, she actually played defense. I mean, she do what they don't do in this league.
Now, let me tell you, if anybody I will want to have on FIBA for defense, and that's when you want a one-on-one stopper defense person, that's the person you want right there. Yes. Hannah Hidalgo is the best. To me, she will be the best defense to one-on-one player in the league when she come out, because the fact of the matter is this girl play defense. She will pick your pocket, and guess what? And she could score. That's the thing about it. She plays both ends of the floor. There ain't too many players coming out of college like that.
Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah, and Hannah got Notre Dame behind her too. She come from a school where they respect.
Yeah. And she gonna be embraced, even though she has her own different, like Sophie Cunningham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore they won't press her
like they pressing Sophie.
No, they won't press her like that.
But trust me, I would pay to go to that game, the first game they play Minnesota.
Yeah.
Which she get to play. Dude, if there was ever a time to go do a remote, it would be the Minnesota Lynx versus whatever team drafts Hannah Hidalgo.
Oh, exactly. I'm telling you, boy. I think Toronto or one of them teams gonna get her, boy. For real.
It's gonna be nasty.
I'm telling you, if she gets with Toronto with Sandy Bardello and that,
because you're basically talking about a Natisha Heidemann, Courtney Williams height level player, and fast as lightning.
Yeah,
fast as lightning, man. Ooh,
oh yeah. Man. She gonna, when she come in there, she gonna want that.
Appreciate it, Charles.
She gonna want that.
Hey, chat, what do y'all think? Okay, just a hypothetical.
Appreciate it.
Since we talking about Kelsey Plum basically finishing out her contract with Phoenix.
Yeah.
Say the Indiana Fever clean house in the front office. Would you be opposed of Kelsey Plum replacing Kelsey Mitchell, and they get the coach they want, and Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Plum run their backcourt together?
I would like it. I would like it because Kelsey Plum play defense.
Kelsey Plum and Caitlin Clark. Same team. And Kelsey Plum, she took less money. That's the one thing different between Kelsey Plum and Mitchell. Mitchell took the max. She just took $1 less than $1 million.
Yeah. And
that's why it was easy to trade her.
And the thing about it is, you're right. You're right. It was easy to trade her because she did take less money.
Because by this time in the season, her money's about to equal as McConnell's. So I mean, she was basically the rest of the season she was worth about $300,000 or $100-something thousand, whatever it was.
And you think about this. If you think of,
But
if you think about,
Arnold, she's a guard. She's a point guard too. But she can score and she can still
yeah,
facilitate. So she take pressure off Caitlin Clark.
yeah.
And she spots people. Man, go watch Kelsey Plum. She finds people all the time.
If you go back and watch Kelsey Plum when she was with the Aces,
Oh
she
my
took
god.
pressure off. She took pressure off of damn Chelsea Gray.
Kelsey Gray, yeah.
She took. And matter of fact, a lot of people say they will not take Jackie Young, but look what the numbers Jackie Young putting up this year. Jackie Young is assisting almost 6 assists a game,
Yeah.
almost 6 assists a game, and while scoring almost 20 something points a game.
I'd rather
That's
have
what.
Plum. I'd rather have Plum right now than Mitchell.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, it's just
Uh,
like you said during the game the other day when Kelsey Mitchell drove baseline, and it was
mm-hmm.
Sophie Cunningham. You could see it in the TV angle. Two
Yeah,
people was wide open, and she drove and threw up the worst layup ever. If that's Plum, she firing that bad boy. Somebody hit.
Plum could shoot from the mid range. She could shoot from the three. She could penetrate to the basket.
Yeah,
She can play. She can play defense. She play tough defense. She gets up in you.
and she
You know what I'm saying?
played. She played with three players that
Exactly.
hogged spotlight like crazy.
Yeah.
If you could play with Asia Wilson, you could play with Caitlin Clark, in my opinion. Because
Exactly.
Asia Wilson has to have the spotlight. Even when
Yeah.
she have it, she still gotta have it.
Just have it. She gotta have
She
it.
gotta have it. She act like she
And
ain't
like that,
getting it.
like that movie, like that what Spike Lee movie. She gotta have it.
She gotta have it. She
She
gotta
gotta
have it.
have it. Yeah. And you think about this. The year they won the championship, it was
Now,
Kelsey Plum,
Texas,
Jackie.
she got away from racism, fam.
Yeah.
she got pressed. I mean, just think about it. You had go back and watch that video with her and Jackie Young and Asia Wilson, and she's talking about white privilege and Paige Beckers, and she talking to a
Mm-hmm.
white chick. She's talking to a white chick about white privilege. She was talking to Kelsey Plum like she was a sister
Yeah.
at that point, and Kelsey
And,
Plum was like, "And you do realize I'm white."
and
She
you
was
and
gone.
the thing about it is you
She was
gotta
gone.
you're gonna have to
She was
pay
gone.
for Kelsey Plum's services. And I think Kelsey Plum, she's gonna want to win a ring. I don't think it's about her having her own team, because if that was the case, she would have stayed in LA.
Yeah, she
You know
just
what I'm
stayed in
saying?
LA and been king
She,
of pig slop.
yeah, she would have stayed in LA. I think she wants to be on a team that she can help win. I don't think her being on the Phoenix is going to allow her that, because the tension always going to be centered around DeWanda Bonner and AT and Khalil Copper. You could,
It was,
if you
man.
would, and if you was to play with Caitlin Clark, then you share the spotlight together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all benefit off of each other. Because guess what? You can't guard. You gotta guard one of them.
I would have too, bro. I would have said the same thing. I'd have like, B, what is you talking about? I like Plum, man. I like Plum.
Yeah,
I like Plum
I
better
like
than
her.
Kelsey Mitchell.
I
Like Venom. Venom did a great. Did you see the Venom video where he talking about where he was
Mm-mm.
showing how Kelsey Mitchell was lying?
Mm-mm.
When she had to go back in the game and she act like she didn't know that she had to go back in the game, and then a few weeks later, Aaliyah Boston, with her, not really understanding you on the podcast, basically
Mhm.
aired Kelsey Mitchell out on accident
Damn.
and said, he had both videos. He did a video back then, and then he did a video where Aaliyah Boston basically said, "Why I got to go back in the game?" And she said Kelsey Mitchell had to go back in the game because Caitlin had just picked up another tech.
Oh
But
yeah.
at the press conference after the game, Kelsey Mitchell act like she didn't know why she had to go
Oh,
back.
remember she said it at the press conference after that game too.
Yes,
Because it was
He
all
did-
three
man,
of
he
them
did
on
a
the
great
point.
video on that.
It
Shout out
was
to
all
Venom.
three of them on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I say man, dude. I said Caitlin Clark don't have no friends on their team. She don't. I'd rather give me Kelsey Plum over Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I would have kept Aaliyah Boston on her rookie deal. I'd have shipped her ass. I'd have did a sign and trade. I'd have shipped her butt off.
But
I'd
the
have
front
been like
office
Washington.
the
Y'all
front
want
office ain't smart enough. That's
give
the
me,
bad thing.
give me Lauren Betts and so, and I'll let you have Mitchell. I'll let you have Boston.
Yeah.
I'll let you have Boston, because Boston done went over to this whack league and then hurt her leg
Yeah.
and then get quiet about it. I'd take Shakira over Aaliyah Boston.
Boy, you see how Shakira Austin is dogging?
Yes.
Ooh, Shakira.
Why do you think Sandy saw it? Sandy Brondello saw it. She was like, man, I want her. Man, just think what Toronto would be if they had just think if what Toronto would be if they had Shakira Austin and Brittany Sykes hadn't got hurt.
Bro, they would have. But look here, they would have been in the playoffs. They would have been They would have been playing for the playoffs right now.
It's just some teams, man. They actually figured it out and they actually got it. I actually like what Washington did by saying, you know what, I'm gonna throw the youngsters out there. I'm gonna let them figure it out. I don't care what happens.
And that's what they've been doing. They've been throwing them all out. And guess what? They started clicking. Laura Best started getting more player time.
Yes.
Now your girl Roy Harmon hasn't got any more playing time.
I think she'll be gone next year. I think she'll be gone.
And look, check this out. Washington Mystics traded away last year Aaliyah Elwitz to Connecticut. Then guess what? Connecticut drafted Anisha Morrow last year, traded her off to damn Toronto. Can you imagine what Toronto would look like right now with Anisha Morrow and Shakira Austin, Brittany Sykes, Marina Mabry? Come on, man. Teams know how to find players to fit their system. The Fever still don't do that. They don't find players to fit their system. They find players that just want to is desperate to play.
Joe, I think the Mystics got a. I think they doing it like baseball, man. Yeah, they got a farm system. Yeah, and she showed enough to where they can just hold her back, and I know it pisses her off, but she'll get her opportunity with another team. She'll be like Natisha Heidemann. Like Natisha Heidemann showed enough in Minnesota to where, and that's why I give Cheryl Reeves a lot of credit. They know talent.
They got a farm system over there too.
The amount of people that they lost. She got a, like you said, she got a system. They lost what? They lost Shepard, Heidemann.
They lost Shepard, Heidemann, Smith.
They lost another person.
They lost another. They lost another person. Hurt. Yeah, and then Fee was hurt, and look where they at.
Yes.
And all they had to do is take Olivia Miles and plug her right there.
And plug her right in. Plugged a rookie right in.
That awful coaching video talking about how bad the Fever are. Yeah, Sean, if you go back and watch the video I did yesterday, I did a PowerPoint presentation on why the Indiana Fever is a contender and not a championship team.
The way he screams cracks me up. I'm like, this dude, he must have the highest level of blood pressure medication on the planet because I know his temples be flaring.
Because people look at the Fever defense or rating and think it is
fake noise. Yeah, she buy the groceries and cook just like Bill Parcells. Yeah, she is the GM, the president. Yeah, she runs the show. And man, but fake noise. One thing about her, go look at her coaching staff. Yeah, her coaching staff, all her old players. So they know that system. That's why Lindsay Whalen. That's why they showed Lindsay Whalen working with Olivia Miles before the game, because Lindsay Whalen was that player on that team. She was that star player on that team. Yeah, all the coaches. The other coach, she just left and went to Portland. Yeah. Sylvia Fowles. It's like Live. You said it a while back. Stephanie White don't have no coaching tree.
She don't have, man. She don't have, bruh. Coaching tree. Man, this lady do not have a damn coaching tree whatsoever. She's no coach. Hell, Becky Hammond went and coached under damn Greg Popovich with the San Antonio Spurs, came back and built her damn coaching tree. Tyler Marsh, Natalie Lacossiere. You know what I'm saying? Cheryl Reeves did the same thing. Built her coaching tree. They all getting opportunities to be coaching these franchises in the WNBA. Stephanie White, who's she gonna have to take? Who's she gonna have? Austin Kelly?
Right, yeah. Yeah, Park, y'all talking about Hannah Stokely? Hannah Stokely's involved in that lawsuit too. If that lawsuit goes through, Hannah Stokely can go back to Iowa for her 5th year as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, she can go back.
Yeah, so y'all talking about because I just saw Hannah and I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
Hannah Stokely can go back
yeah.
if
Hannah
that lawsuit goes
Stokely
through.
and Justin Passat name is in that
Yes, it's a
lawsuit.
bunch of them can go back.
There's a bunch of them.
It's a bunch of them could go back. Yeah, and Hannah Stokely deserved to be to get a roster invite, a training camp
Yeah,
invite. That was one of them slights towards Caitlin Clark.
yeah. My thing is this here. I think that Hannah should have went to the Upshot League. She would have
Yeah.
got a better opportunity to get back to the league
Mhm.
quicker.
Yeah, Robin. Awful coaching is
Yeah.
hilarious.
You
I
know,
mean, blood pressure be. I mean, like, dude be going in.
bad. For
But
real.
he breaks those plays down.
Yeah.
I mean, so well.
And the
So
fact of the matter is, what's up, Maria?
man,
You always
wrong
on the
for that.
road. Talking about don't
You
take it
wrong for the
personal.
picture of the sauces, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I know, right? He just sent me
man.
a yeah.
bruh,
It's crazy.
bruh. Ever since I got them, I've been on a tear. I've been the O.J. Simpson of food. I've been killing food, killing food and
Mhm.
sleeping. Thanks to Arnold. Maria.
Yeah, man. It's
Billy,
crazy.
Them eye twitches, man. That come from
Mm,
that
crack.
drug use. Stephanie White been on that geek. She been on that geek. Man, I wish, man, dude. I hope they get a better front office because I want them to build a team like Washington with Caitlin Clark.
Man,
I
ain't
want to
gonna lie
see.
to you.
That's what I wanted to see.
Now I ain't gonna lie to you not. That GM, whoever the front office was, the GM that they let go, but they use all them draft picks to get all of them young talent.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie. I said it. I said it last year. I said it before last year's season started. I said that they should have built the FIBA team young. They should have
Yes.
go out and got young talent, build
Mhm.
it around, push forward. You know what I'm saying? Push forward and everything instead of just sitting there just like, oh well, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then at the same time, you went out and got all these old players, all these veterans players, hardship players here and there, and then you didn't even had time to build up any young talent off there. The only young talent that you really savored was Michaela Tipson, and then
Yeah.
you could have developed her. She could have been way far along this year. Now she's starting to catch a little bit here and there. It was never just like Lee Richards just said. No, he said there was never a plan to build around Caitlin
No,
Clark.
it wasn't no plan.
Never.
Mark, she got a good shot, but man, Sydney Taylor had a hell of a month too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sydney Taylor with Chicago, she had a monster month.
Yeah, she
Ooh,
did.
I mean, she
Yeah.
had a monster.
And then the thing about it is also too, they risked everything to go all in last year to win a championship when they should have when they should have just developed players.
Yeah,
If they had just developed players and just say, okay, let's take a time to develop, then we could have paid the money out when we needed to pay the money out. You would have been so far along.
I wish they had
Sure,
drafted
Reed-
Lucy Olsen last year too.
Yeah. You look
Yeah,
at
that was
it. Well, Lucy also came out the year before in
Mhm.
25. Yeah.
Yeah, Lucy came
If
out
you go
last
back,
year.
yeah, if you go back to 24, look at how Minnesota, Vegas, New York, and how they was kept adding to their roster players. The Fever never did that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Man. Ooh wee.
So
Yeah, dude, I wish. I mean, even Michaela, man, you could tell it's almost like it's a. I don't know if you I had to send you the clip, but TJ Houshmandzadeh was saying something
Mhm.
about wide receiver coaches the other day, and
Yeah.
I'll send it to you because it applies to the W. But he said, man, in the NFL, he said, you a wide receiver. He said, if you're a wide receiver and you want to get better, you have to do it on your own.
Yeah.
He said the wide receiver coach don't really know stuff. So that Keith guy, I could believe that Keith guy, the developmental coach, dude. Who have you developed and what's your track record?
Then now
Lyrical.
the white guy that's on there, he does more of the developmental with one-on-one with Caitlin, and he works with Leo Boston. But
Yes.
you don't see nothing else. I don't see
KK should be shooting a jumper, man.
Yeah. Keith Porkchop.
Keith
He's
Porter,
just
yeah,
behind
Keith Porter, yeah.
He's just
I'm like,
he's
that
just behind the damn
girl should
scenes
be
now.
shooting.
Yeah.
Hey, Lyrica, that girl should be shooting. Because I remember back in the off season when she went overseas, Mick Hoop said she was getting dogged and was putting on the bench, getting sat on the bench.
Yeah, she was.
You a liability.
Yeah, she was. Kayla Timpson was bad when she was overseas.
Yeah, I mean that's all he would say was like she don't look good. She don't look good. Yeah, Top Gun. He a friend of a friend. Then they need to get rid of this friend of a friend coaching staff. Like, dude, get a real coach, a real coaching staff.
It sounds like the damn the Golden Girls theme song. Thank you for being a friend.
Man. It's like, dude. I mean, KK. To be honest, if she had developed like she was supposed to, that was a starting power forward.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, putting a young team around them.
Yeah.
She about 23, 22, 23. Yeah. All she needed was that small little jumper, man. That little mid-range jumper and a couple post moves. And she could have been the starting power forward. You could have saved your money.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Now they gonna have to play. Now KK gonna have to play more. And dude, to be honest, we probably seeing now that we can go back and look at these games. KK playing more probably had to do with Dante's injury.
Yeah,
because notice she's been playing the last few weeks. Last few games. She's been playing more and more. And back in June and July, it was crickets. They were getting KK ready to start playing.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. What you think the deal with is with Lexi Hall?
Lexi?
What's going on with Lexi?
To be honest with Lexi Hall, I swear I think, man, she just got effing paid.
Yeah.
I just, man, that girl was hungry last year, man. Coming out of Unrivaled, man, she was hungry. She was playing D. She was hustling. It's like, man, you don't see that same fire. Man, she done got paid, man. She don't have no fire in her belly no more, man. That's just me with Lexi. And I like Lexi Hall. This ain't the same. Go watch the games from last year. If you got the NBA app, go watch a game from last year. Man, that girl would dive for loose balls.
Yeah.
I remember they had her looking like Rambo. She get her lip busted, got her eye, had the black eye last year. Man, she would do all kind of stuff. And this year it's just like, at the beginning of the season, I thought it was just because she was exerting energy on defense. She just disappears.
Yeah. It's like she don't make no. She used to be running, jumping in the air, grabbing rebounds, all this stuff. Now she don't even do anything.
That too. Yeah. They phase. It's a phase out offense because they'll phase Caitlin out of the offense at certain times.
Yeah, they definitely.
They never. Kelsey Mitchell is never going to get phased out of this offense. Never.
And it's
1.6
and it's like, and it's crazy because I was looking at it. I was looking at the Minnesota game when we was doing the live. And I say
she has something so yes.
I say if to me, I think that if you're trying to do something with this roster and build it up Lyrica, it's not Lexi's fault. I agree. What I would do, I will move Lexi to the bench, put KK in her spot to beef up that front court a little bit.
They're gonna have to.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you right now, Lexi is not giving you what she needs to give you. And maybe you could light a fire in her ass off the bench, her and Sophie, playing that
Mm-hmm.
role coming off the bench. And what you need to do is have that front court beefed up a little bit more because KK could crash the ball along with Mel Billings. And if you're going to use a Leo Boston out there like that, then you got to have Mo and all of them to, because then you have more strength to guard the perimeter a little bit and shut down some of them smaller guards that drive into the basket, and you could clog the paint up a little bit more and make them shoot more from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the teams that you're going to come against right now, Asia Wilson Thursday, Dallas Wings, Chicago Sky, Atlanta Dream, the New York Liberty.
Lines.
You going to have to change your starting lineup.
Yes.
Lexi does not do it for you in that starting lineup right there.
Mm-mm.
Do you still think Lexi is a good fit here? I think it to me it's always been coaching. She was a great fit for Christy Size. She's not a great fit for Stephanie White. And you see, because she don't even get opportunities like she was getting last year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The only time you seen Lexi Hall play really well is when Caitlin Clark was injured and she missed games. But when Caitlin Clark is back on the floor, she doesn't really get the opportunity.
I'll be tracking. What do you think guys think about McBride's defense on CC? I think McBride just played just average. Just stay in front of him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Caitlin
that's what she
Clark,
did.
to me, and LB, man, that's another thing, man. It's weird, man. Caitlin Clark scored 19 and 10, and they say she had a bad game.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I've never seen a player catch so many strays.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she did 45 and 10. Man, you're not gonna score 45 and 10 every game, and people was dissing that game.
Yeah.
They was talking, man, that wasn't nothing. It was like 40, like, because you said it Sunday, you said it had never been done, and the reason why you said that is because people were saying it wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
45 and 10. It's like, man, Caitlin Clark, she'd have to score 1,000 points in the game to get some respect, and still wouldn't get it.
And no, she wasn't even getting respect.
McBride just slowed her down. That's all. That's all.
That's all. Because she just kept it in front of her because she knew Caitlin could have got past her, so she kind of like hand checked her a little bit to keep her in front of her. That's all McBride was doing.
Yeah,
hand checking her.
She was very handsy. Yeah,
she was very handsy with Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she was dancing with her. They was dancing.
Because the thing about it is, I would expect Caitlin Clark to like shake her, dribble, shake her a little bit, get past her, and make her foul her, and then Caitlin could have got to the line. I think Caitlin probably knew she probably should have did that more, but she didn't. The offense was so much in the fucking disarray at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because there was no damn. You got Leo Boston playing dribble on the baseline, trying to move. Then she gets the ball, taking out her damn hands, and then she's trying to throw a pass, throws a turnover. It just be so much. Then you got Kelsey Mitchell dribble and got trapped down to below instead of just kick it out to Sophie Cunningham sitting out there on the perimeter. She tries to score underneath all those three damn people. You can't be like that because this would put your team in a bad position all the time. You know what I'm saying? You have to think smartly to understand when y'all was on that 5-game winning streak, y'all was moving the ball. Y'all got away from all that shit that y'all did and then start doing crazy stuff in the game.
Top Gun, why did the Lynx put their top 2 defenders on CC and let Olivia guard Kelsey and let Kelsey Mitchell get 3-4-7 on the man? Sometimes I think these coaches they like to do agendas. Yeah. And the agenda is to make Kelsey Mitchell look like an MVP candidate, and they already want. We said this back in May. They want Olivia Miles to be that to replace Candace Parker as the first rookie to win Rookie of the Year and MVP. So after this game, man, they had hit pieces on Caitlin Clark. They was making Olivia Miles look like she dissed Caitlin Clark at the end of the game when she was talking when Holly Rowe asked her. They was setting this up. They wanted this to happen. That's the and she had a good game. And so it's always an agenda, man. This league is bigger than basketball, man. It's always about setting some kind of tone. And when it comes to Caitlin Clark, it's like
it's always
they know she killer. They know she sets records, but they always gonna diss her because they know, man, we didn't do nothing for 30 years. We didn't do nothing for 30 years.
Matter of fact, you could take
it was average for 30 years, And
you could say 25 years, 10, 20 years from that, because after Cynthia Cooper, they really
yes,
didn't do shit.
yes. And just think about it. If had Cynthia Cooper, if the WNBA was around when Cynthia Cooper left college, they wouldn't even be talking about Sue
Hmm.
Bird's records
Yeah. No.
because Cynthia Cooper was old when she came
Yeah.
to the W.
If Cynthia Cooper was young when she
Yeah,
came
if she
in,
was 22, 23,
yeah.
man,
Shit.
and got as long a
What's
run
our
as Sue
honor?
Bird got 19 years, man.
Anna's gracing us with her presence. He ain't seen you in a long time. Olivia Miles has an easy no denying her talent, but comparing is wild, very wild.
Yes, yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the one thing that I hate when people talk about Caitlin Clark. You can't compare Caitlin Clark to no player in this league
Nobody,
that's ever played.
nobody.
No,
There's no
nobody like her.
comparisons.
There's no
No
comparison.
comparisons.
And then too, she gets it. She gets what she gets, and she's done all the things she's done by
Yeah,
taking on the amount of pressure that she
yeah.
takes. Triple team, man. It's like, and that's the reason why I like watching Venom reacts, and I like
Hmm.
watching that alpha coaching, because when they show that tape,
Yeah,
man, if she's the 11th best guard, they damn sure pay attention to her ass.
yeah.
Dude, it was when she kicked it over to Aaliyah Boston for that three Aaliyah didn't take. Fee was looking at her, Olivia Miles was looking at her, and there was another
Hmm.
player was looking. They was paying attention, and like whatchamacallit said, Cheryl Reeves, regardless, she hate Caitlin Clark, she respects the hell out of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she used to,
respects the
because she.
game.
Let me tell you. Let me say.
Yeah,
Let me.
that's what
Let
be
me.
killing me. That's what people don't ever say. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can say Olivia Miles had a game. Please do not compare Olivia Miles to Caitlin Clark.
Exactly,
They're
Pam.
not even in the
Take them
same
out.
zip code. Aaliyah Boston had a great game. Killed in the first half, got locked up
Hmm.
in the second half. And when she got locked up, she started complaining. But they ain't gonna talk
Yeah.
about that. But next,
Yeah.
you cannot compare her to Caitlin Clark. Paige Beckers, you cannot compare her to Caitlin Clark.
Exactly.
If they put 94 feet of butt whooping on Paige Beckers would start crying. When Paige Beckers got touched by Sophie Cunningham last year, the league fined Sophie Cunningham for touching Paige Beckers. And that's
Yep.
real talk. And she barely got touched. And when she got touched, she was looking up at the ref like, you gonna let them do me like that? And that's a night for Caitlin Clark. You got
Yeah.
one tap.
Fro say ask you if you got his email.
Oh, let me go check. Hold on, Fro. Go ahead, Li.
Oh, but that's the
Yeah,
thing about it is
it's no comparison. I just crack up on that, man, and then I
because
crack up on the people that attack her.
and this is for y'all for the chat. This is for y'all to elaborate what I'm about to say. Why y'all think they leave Kelsey Mitchell so much open? Because she's not really a threat. Because if you really paid attention to Kelsey Mitchell, they already know Kelsey Mitchell is not going to pass like Caitlin Clark, pass the ball to open players. They know Kelsey Mitchell is going to take her shots. You know what I'm saying? The thing about Caitlin Clark, they knows Caitlin Clark is going to set up everybody and she's going to get her shot. So that's what you do. You take the most dominant person away from your team and make your other team struggle. You know what I'm saying? You make your other team struggle. Yeah, they will live. Teams will live for Kelsey Mitchell scoring damn 40 points a game. Long as Caitlin Clark ain't getting off. Guess what that means? Nobody. Cause they ain't gonna. Hell, half the time they don't even worry about Leah Boston ass. To be honest with you,
No.
they don't worry about her. Hell, I guarantee you, when Sophie Cunningham came in there, guess what they did? They ran to Sophie Cunningham's ass because they know Sophie Cunningham will knock down about 3 or 4 threes in a row and get the crowd hype. They know who to take out the game. The most important person is Caitlin Clark. They take out the game. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, they'll live with Kelsey Mitchell shooting all those shots, making all those shots. Because guess what? If she's hitting and they scoring 30, just think about it. Kelsey Mitchell scored almost 37, 39 points, right? If she didn't score them points, the Fever would have been blown out. But what they did, they took Caitlin Clark away early in the game. And despite Caitlin Clark had to find her shot later on, that's what happened. These teams know who to guard. They ain't stupid. They might not like Caitlin Clark, but they damn sure respect her game because they can't stop her. And that's why I be trying to explain to people sometimes you can't just look at somebody scoring and think that person is better or that person is the best player on the team. No, the best person on the team does every damn thing. Rebounding. Nobody on that team as a guard out rebounds Caitlin Clark. Nobody on that team assists Caitlin Clark. Nobody outscores Caitlin Clark and assists and rebounds. Why do you think she gets a triple double? Why do you think she gets the most double doubles? Because she does everything. She sees everything. It's one thing to be a scorer, just to score points. Hell, I could do that. But when you're doing everything, that means you're the most dominant player on your team. You are the best player on your team by far. And I just think that people just get caught up into scoring, a person's individual scoring. Just like we said earlier about Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum plays damn defense, and she could assist the ball and still get your ass 25 points a game.
Dude, I'd take her over Kelsey Mitchell in a heartbeat. Yeah, LB, she did have wide open. Olivia Miles had wide open threes. I think I saw 1 3 where Mo Billings was closing out and Sophie, but the other ones, she was. The first 3 she shot was wide open, and she kept her hand up in the air she was clowning.
I'm gonna leave that comment by Lyrical right there. Too many political fans. Say it again, Lyrical. Too many political fans. Hell, Olivia Miles was across the street from my neighbor's house, damn shooting threes. Because she was that wide open.
Yeah, Texas Truth. Yeah, dude. That's why I laugh, man. You go watch them replays, and you see the amount of tension Caitlin Clark get. It's like when they play the Fever, every player in the league turn their game up because they worried about either one getting embarrassed or her going off and setting a record.
Yeah.
Because they know this, you gonna get embarrassed, and she gonna set a record, and they turn that intensity up. But when they play everybody else, it's like the All-Star game.
Yeah,
it's like the All-Star game. Every other team, watch Minnesota their next game, and watch the intensity. Olivia Miles won't play like that.
The thing of what messed the Fever up in this game, if they have played Olivia Miles in the second half the way they did in the first half, the Fever would have been the only team to do that, to play her that way. They already show you a recipe. Matter of fact, the Golden State Valkyries did it to her. The Golden State Valkyries do it to Paige. They're the only team that plays them hard.
Yes, because they have they still had a fire. They have the Valkyries play with that intensity that the Fever played with last year, because the Fever players on last year's team had a chip on their shoulder.
Nah, Kelsey Plum ain't no weak defender. I can tell you that. She ain't no damn weak defender.
Hey, Quarter Link, is she a weaker defender than Kelsey Mitchell? Who's got worse defensive stats? I know Kelsey Plum has better assist totals. I think Kelsey Plum would be a better fit with Caitlin Clark than Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh yeah, Michael, traveling miles. Yeah, she traveled, boy. She traveled about 4 times in a game.
She cuffed. Yeah, she HR huffed and cuffed a few times yesterday.
Man, if she was in a walking marathon, she'll win. Yeah. That's how much she traveled.
Yeah, and I wish some of the other players would really get the same smoke that Caitlin Clark get in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, pick Olivia Miles up 94 feet. Pick Paige Beckers up 94 feet. And then see how I do.
And you see, I bet you'll see so many numbers dwindling down so fast.
Yes. You'll see a whole bunch of change.
Yeah.
You'll see it'll be a whole different conversation. But you can't have that conversation. They only focus on one thing. They only focus on Caitlin Clark. And say she can't handle the pressure. She the only one that get that type of pressure.
Yeah.
Nobody in the league gets that pressure. And she still gets 19 and 10.
19 and 10, 45 and 10,
and that's
30 and 10. And she's still around here. She's still around here. They ain't gonna getting player of the month, player of the week. Nobody else is doing it. Natalie Cartier isn't gonna set me up. You're right about that, Lyrical.
I forgot the dude on X. But man, is it true, man, that Kelsey Mitchell has never had a double-double?
Nope, never.
Man, I saw that on X. I saw a dude on X
Kelsey
post
Mitchell
that.
never ever had
I
a double
tripped out
double.
when he said that. Man, I was like, man, that's got to be wrong.
Never.
I was like, wow. In 9 years, you've never had a double-double. Yes, with a migraine, Jazz. Yes.
Yeah.
And didn't really even talk about it.
Nope.
That was the
Just
thing.
went- Like 19 points. And remember I told you when they DraftKings show that damn stat with 21 and a half points,
You did
I
say
say
that.
Caitlin was not going to hit that mark.
Yes.
I told you. I said every time they show that shit, they should never hit that mark.
You be on them DraftKings Nick, more than I be on Stephanie White. Man. You be
But I'm
killing
telling you, man,
DraftKings.
DraftKings be showing that shit every time, and then you look around, they're not doing it. That's crazy.
Man, if I clip the number of times you've talked about a DraftKings stat and it coming to Caitlin Clark, I could make a whole reaction video just off that.
Now I guarantee they play on Amazon Prime. They're not gonna show DraftKings and Caitlin Clark gonna have a big ass game.
I've only
Miles-
seen a few highlights of her high school games, Top Gun. But I know they say it's a bunch of her high school games on YouTube now.
Heartbroken stupid. She said that Kelsey Mitchell will have a seizure if she ever had to pass the ball.
Man, yeah.
Mm-mm.
If Kelsey Mitchell got 8 assists in the game, it'd be a record.
Yeah. Lurker said that man live is passionate. I am passionate, man, because
Yeah, she was glazing. She was glazing Kelsey Mitchell. Talking about that was her welcome to the league moment.
yeah. She talking about, oh, Kelsey Mitchell, this other girl, please. I wanted you to get that smoke from Caitlin. That's what I wanted.
No, man, that was a showcase of trying to put people in the MVP race to make it interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it, Top Gun. I'll watch it.
Yeah. Lyrica, you funny. Yeah,
She
I am.
by accident.
Because
Wow.
I spend more time. I spend more time analyzing the game and researching the game and breaking it down because I see a whole lot, and sometimes I might miss stuff, but I'll go back and check it out
Yeah,
and
Robert,
watch.
I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna check the high school
because
games out.
You sit
I might
there
as
and
well do
relook.
pro
You're
games.
looking at it. That's why I was never on the bandwagon of talking about when the Fever was on a 5-game winning streak. I was never on the bandwagon talking about, they're a championship team. Nah, I saw the team is too flawed to be a championship team. They're not even built to be a championship team. They're built to be a contender, but they still have a long way to go. That roster still needs to be improved a little bit more. They coming down. You ever heard the saying in August when they call it the dog days of summer? That's where we in right now. The dog days of summer. Because every damn team that's on your schedule is basically a damn playoff team, or you got a team that is playing well enough to beat you, and you don't have no room for error. The Fever don't have no room for error in these next 11, 12 games that they have. They don't have no room for error. Because if the fact of the matter is, if they decide to lose 3, 4 games, 5 games in that stretch time, guess what's going to happen? That seeding going to look very, very ugly.
Bruh, that's another scary thing, man. That before that game they were number 4. And at the end of that game, they were number 6.
The 6.
And now you play the Aces. And now it's blood in the water. It's blood in the water when you play the Aces. It's a playoff game. You didn't have Dantas. So we can say you down, you basically Dantas never counted until now. Now you need some size. Because now you can't look over on that bench when Aaliyah need a rest. Now you gotta play KK, or now you gotta play Mo.
Michelle.
And Mo don't jump, Mo don't block.
No.
So now the middle of your man, if I'm looking at that paint, I ain't shooting threes against the Fever. I'm attacking.
Yeah, because guess what?
Attacking.
You look at it, you're like, oh, you guess what? I'm gonna get her out the game. I'm gonna get Aaliyah Boston in foul trouble. Boom, get her out of the game.
Man,
then you
keep in mind, Aaliyah Boston was in foul trouble against Minnesota.
Yeah. And
So
then guess
you
what?
already seeing the signs of, hey, you ain't got no depth.
Where's Grace? Under
She on
fire.
the bench. She on the bench.
Ah,
Robin, you know what? Robin,
Grace on
Robin,
the fire.
you know where Grace at?
Grace on the fire.
Yeah,
I had to
Grace,
get.
yeah, Grace on the fire for real.
Yeah, Grace on the
Grace,
fire.
Grace gonna have to play.
He ain't lying.
Grace gonna have to play
Shoot,
now.
for real. I'm just
She ain't
telling you,
got no
man.
excuses. She should know the playbook too.
Yeah,
I know,
she should
man.
know the
Justine
playbook.
Passat, dude. Justine Passat gotta be laughing,
Oh, and you know Justine Passat. Well, oh boy, I'm telling you, they playing her this game again.
dude.
Again.
Dude, she gotta be
And
laughing.
Anna, yeah, Anna
She on the
is
team.
Bree Hall on this team still? Yeah, she's still on the
Yes.
team somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, she had
She
on
said,
some kind of Milli Vanilli shirt.
yeah, she said I saw Bella
On
when
Sunday.
Billings get the ball. I stutter. I know, right?
Yeah, Mason, they should have kept Passat.
Yeah,
But Billy,
for real.
but yeah, Mason, they did know about Passat's Doncic's
Yeah.
injury. They knew then, and they still traded.
And the first thing that I'm gonna tell you, this is how I know what the conversation is going to
Julie
be
Tatar.
between
Okay.
between now and before Thursday. They're gonna say, "Oh, we beat the Aces twice already." That's gonna be the fool's gold conversation. Oh, we beat them twice. Guess what? Teams are playing for position and standing. If you don't come out and knowing that you already lost to Minnesota and you fall flat after being off 2 to 3 days at home against the Aces, that ain't gonna let up against you.
Man.
And you lose that game and then go to Chicago. Oh my God, bruh.
Bro, you could go from 6 to 8 in a blink.
Blank.
In a blink.
They lucky Atlanta lost last night to the Aces to move back in that fifth spot. But guess what? You lose, your ass dropping to probably back to 6th and probably the 7th. Because guess what? New York is playing now.
Texas
New York
Fruit,
is playing.
That's that French. That's that French thing that somebody said if she was on the Fever, Caitlin Clark would average 30 assists with them lobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julie Tatar. Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
To Julie Tatar.
Yeah, that's that French thing, whatever. French, I don't know what it is. It's a French something. It's a French one. That's the one that they was talking about coming to the league. The Decepticon.
The thing about it is that I said it more and more times again, and I never miss, never waver. I always stay correct on my beliefs about this team. I kept saying it. I said this team.
El Professor, that's right. The playoffs start Thursday. You
Yeah.
absolutely. That's what we've been telling folks. We told them Sunday. Yes, y'all playoffs. These 14 games, y'all better win. Y'all better win 80% of them.
You don't have no time. You don't have. Hey, can you bring up? Bring up the Fever schedule real quick?
Yeah.
You don't have no time to pussyfoot around. Excuse my language. With teams, you got to play this. Whatever your roster is, you better start playing everybody on your roster to figure out what you got going forward, because you don't have no time to sit here to hoping somebody catch on and all of this stuff like that. Raven Johnson, you need to get her playing in the games. Period. Michael said between that Minnesota loss, all of these outside noise that the Fever are hearing, half of those girls coming out with rabbit dogs against the Aces. But I'm not Stephanie White. I'm just telling you, the Fever got to come out. The Fever got to come out with a sense of urgency on Thursday. If they don't come out with a sense of urgency Thursday, guess what? A 5-game winning streak could automatically be a 5-game losing streak. Just that quick.
Yeah, because you figure like I got it. It's you could pull it up.
Okay, I already got it on the screen.
Man, I mean, just think about that. So you play Vegas, then you play Chi, then you play New York, and New York's like the 8th seed. They the 8th seed.
Can you imagine losing all three of them games and your ass go from 5th to 8th?
Yeah, and then these two right here are going to be killer.
Of course, nobody said the Fever is not going to make the playoff. We just talk about the scheduling, how difficult it's going to be. You can't fall out of position
Yeah, bro.
between,
You want to be in that top 4, man. That's what we're talking about.
If you make the playoff, you need to be at least 3 and 5. You can't fall from 6 to 7 to 8 and have a first round meeting with Minnesota or a first round meeting with the Valkyries or the Aces. That's going to be too tough to overcome.
You don't want neither one of them.
No, you don't.
Neither one.
If you
now not undermanned. And we talking about you talking about just to punch a ticket. Yeah, you gonna get a ticket to the playoffs. We talking about the quality of the ticket.
Yeah,
that's what we talk. We talking about the quality. Do you want to go in as the 4th seed or the 3rd seed? Because if you go in at 7 or 8, you playing the Aces or you playing Minnesota. Take your pick. Take your pick. And you know playoff basketball gonna be different in the regular season.
Of course, so let me explain something to you, because the Fever beat the Aces 2 times. The Fever can't afford to lose to them here. I don't care what the matchup is. Not, you can say it's a bad matchup, but guess what? The Aces came out the All-Star break gunning for position. That's what they playing for, position. They ain't playing just to be playing in the game. All of these games are playoff games to the Fever. The Fever can't play anything. Now with that Doncic situation, Boston, Gimpy, you don't have the depth to play. The Aces could throw many body at the Fever as they want to in the game. You gonna see Thursday.
You remember when we talked about the worst losses? You gonna go back and look at that loss against Washington where you lost by like a shot.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna look at that loss. You're gonna look at that loss, and you're gonna look at that Portland loss, and you're gonna say, "Man, if we could get them 2 wins back, we get
and
them 2
that 17 point came back loss against New York, the first game of the season,
and that New York, that first New York loss. You're gonna go back and you're gonna be like, man, if we could have got one of them."
Yeah.
Who are the Indiana Invalids getting as a Lance, they got to get approved for it, Lance. We was talking about that earlier. Yeah, they got to get approved for it, fam. If they don't get approved for the season-ending injury clause or the hardship, they finna ride with that girl they got on the developmental squad, fam.
I'm gonna tell you the biggest flaw for the Fever ain't really their offense, it's their defense. Their defense is gonna be the major problem of this team going to be exposed. If the Fever defense don't fix the issues that they have,
I'm gonna come to your church one day, man. We're gonna have a talk. I'm gonna have to call you, man, after the show, man.
Of course, nobody's saying that the Fever ain't balling.
What are you drinking right now? Is it wine or are you drinking beer? Which one? I just want to know, because you be getting on that stuff.
I mean, yeah, they playing great basketball, but we talk about playing exceptional basketball against top tier teams. Yeah, the 5-game winning streak, you're supposed to win them games. But if you had lost to Seattle you had lost to Portland,
and that's what we're trying to tell. That's what we're trying to tell courtside. Yes, that's exactly what we're trying to tell courtside. They're going to copy. Yeah, everybody gonna copy what they did to the Fever. And the teams they're playing. The teams they're playing down the end of the stretch, most of them are playoff teams. You don't think
Becky Hammond? You think Becky Hammond? Now the Fever did beat the Aces last year. What, all 4 times, and they had a tough time with them in the playoffs. If the Fever beat the Aces, then that's a good win for them. But then you got Chicago, then you got New York, then you got Dallas, then you got Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And you think.
Oh Lord!
What happened?
Oh no, I was listening to Anna said courtside in this panel don't listen to the truth. Anna, but my side hurting.
Rachel said Stephanie White defensive special.
Courtside, they saying you don't listen, fam. They saying you're hard headed, man. But I know you're not that old. I know courtside young. He younger than me. Courtside just be drinking a lot.
Yeah.
y'all got to give Courtside some slack, man. He's a fan, and he be drinking.
that's my brother from another mother.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Mm,
He drinking that $2 Chuck.
what?
He drink that
Two
$2
bucks.
Chuck, man.
Yeah.
You better
But
stay off that
but like
line, man.
but I'm gonna tell you, Thursday is going to prove the Fever. Are they going to win this game? Or are they going to take what they did against Minnesota and apply it to this game? And they're gonna have to tighten up on defense. Aaliyah Boston ass has to get down in that block. She
Peggy,
can't.
Peggy,
Mm,
Peggy, you absolutely right. How do you build a lineup on defense when your best defensive players can't shoot the ball and your best
mm-hmm,
scorers are weak on defense? Yeah. That's called front office failure, Peggy.
mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to tell Courtside. I
Yeah.
told him in May. I said, man, you better buckle up. It's gonna be a roller coaster. This is gonna be an up and down season. He's
Yeah.
still high off the 5-game win streak. But the one thing Courtside does not address, he will not address a loss. I asked him about the Lynx a couple weeks ago. I said, hey, tell me about the Lynx and the coaching job that Stephanie White did against the Lynx. Crickets. Ask you the same question, Courtside. What about the Lynx? Did Stephanie White show you that she was a great coach against the Lynx?
I said it in my preview video. This is going to show me how good of a coach Stephanie White is, and she could outcoach Sherry Reeves, and it proved to it. They jumped all over the Fever, and the Fever didn't have no answer. And by the time they figured it out, it was too late because they had to use so much energy to get back in the game. But the damage was done.
Oh my God, Mason. Courtside might be booed up with Adrian Ross. It might be his boo thing. You know, Courtside is we call Courtside Usher Raymond. He's our little Usher. He's the Usher of the squad. So he's the R&B dude. He might have finessed Adrian.
Yeah. But like I said, the Fever defense is the issue.
And Mark, I've said that, but Mark, is so many Cowboy fans in here. I tend to leave them alone, Mark. But you are absolutely correct. And Courtside have been affected by Jerry Jones for over 30 plus years. So he gonna go with the flow until the end. He think the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, Mark. So
Anna said I get drowned out over there now.
Yeah. Oh, I could imagine. I could imagine. Oh, Mark, brutal.
Oh, Indiana is one Boston away from injury. Watching the playoffs on the couch. Boston may play 30 minutes a minimum from here on out. Yeah.
Professor,
that was probably thanks for the super chat.
Yes, appreciate that. Professor, we talked about that earlier. Matter of fact, we've been talking about that for months.
Yeah.
You better watch Aaliyah Boston.
I'm telling you, man.
Aaliyah Boston is the most high profile critical asset you got.
I'm gonna tell you.
You can't lose her at all.
If anything show you with this Doncic situation, you better be more. Yeah, you better get prepared. No. I'm telling you.
And that's what Courtside don't want. He don't want to talk about that Aaliyah Boston. Courtside, what you think about Aaliyah Boston? Who do you start if Aaliyah Boston goes down? Because she hurt her knee the other day when she fell, and they've had her on minutes restriction just a couple games ago. Courtside during that 5-game run.
And it took Caitlin Clark 16 points in the third, and Kelsey Mitchell 18 points in the fourth to finally get it. And they got the win. And Natasha Hyman still was going off. She almost had 40 points that game. Mm-hmm. So it's just the Fever don't have depth on that bench, and if they don't fix it, or whatever they decide they do from here on out with the Doncic situation, is going to affect them for every game and down to the playoffs.
Yeah, because they've already told you Courtside that they offense is their defense, and that only works.
And Stephanie White said it herself. She done said it many times. She said it. She said it in the last game. She said it in the pre-game. You ain't going to outscore everybody. You got to have a balance of defense. You got to have defense to help win games. You ain't about to outscore everybody 100 points every game and think that's enough.
Fro, you and that Cowboy crap. There you go. See that Kool-Aid got you too, Fro. I know Jerry Jones. Y'all sleep on Jerry Jones pillows. Y'all got a pillow with Jerry Jones' face on it. Y'all got to stop kissing Jerry Jones at night. Both of y'all. Stop, man.
Coach,
Y'all be killing me.
He said, "All right, cool. Everything I said is true. Y'all just keep the same energy. The players missed 12 layups. I guess White missed those layups. I don't care. This is the thing about it. Stephanie White got outcoached she got outcoached, period. If you don't want to say it, but she got outcoached. I don't care. Yeah, the players going to miss layups. They miss layups every day. They miss layups every game. But she got outcoached by Cheryl Reeves, point blank, period. That's the fact. What adjustments did she make? What adjustments did she make to Cheryl Reeves' adjustments? Because guess what? When Natasha Howard was out the game with foul trouble, they put feed down on the block. And guess what? They started feed over Leah Boston and put Leah Boston in foul trouble.
You don't want to talk about
and guess what? Stephanie White didn't make no adjustments to stop that. That's what I'm saying. Coaches, she got out coached. I don't care about no layups. They miss layups every damn game, even when they win.
He don't want to talk about that. He over there got a towel right now, and he got a towel and some napkins. He talking
Billy,
about
thanks for the super chat. What are the Fever doing in practice? Because it ain't catching up layups. Yeah. They miss layups
Billy,
every game. Every game they miss layups. Even when they win, they miss layups. The fact of the matter is Stephanie White got out coached, period, by Cheryl Reeves. She didn't make no adjustments. Cheryl Reeves was exploiting everything that the Fever was doing. Stephanie White was down just throwing bodies out there. Hell, she was throwing Raven, Hines Allen. Then next minute, you don't see them no more. And then when they finally did figure it out, the game was pretty much in control. And then lucky the damn the Minnesota Lynx just got tired down the stretch a little bit. But they was in control of the game the whole time. And guess what? If Olivia Miles didn't get in foul trouble, guess what? That would have still been another problem. You probably wouldn't even got the ball down. You wouldn't even gotten into 8 points if Olivia Miles wasn't in foul trouble.
Yeah, John, I'm with you. Yeah, I don't like Cheryl Reeves either, but she got what every quality organization got.
She has a system.
A system, man.
And she has structure. And she has a hierarchy.
Yeah.
The Fever don't have a hierarchy. They want everybody to touch the ball. They want everybody to facilitate the offense, except for the person that's supposed to be facilitating the offense.
Yeah, because I watched the documentary on Cheryl Reeves, and Cheryl Reeves was overseas, and she has players scouting for her.
That's crazy.
Her players on the team, they scout players, and that's how she gets a lot of the foreign talent. Because they tell her.
Guess what? Kayla McBride plays overseas. Natasha Howard plays overseas.
Yeah.
Some of the bench players plays overseas.
Yeah.
Chloe Bibby they just signed plays overseas. This how you build championship teams like this. Look at New York. They struggling, but now they starting to catch fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you play them. That's what I'm trying to tell courtside. It's playoffs. Like El Professor said, these next games, these playoff games, man. Playoffs start Thursday. I mean, what's that song?
What's that song that dude? What's that dude say? On Glenn Fry off of Miami Vice. The heat is on. The heat is on.
Yeah, man. But courtside, you gonna have to start doing shows after these losses, bro. You got to do a show after a loss, not after the wins. We got to start talking about these losses.
That's true, music mindset. That's very much true. She's MVP, no matter how you want it. I want a full court live, CC and KK. Man, that one she did get a KK. I thought she was gonna dunk it, and she had some.
Yeah.
Boy, that one down that corner, that probably would have changed the game right there. Yeah, she dunked that. I know, man. And Stephanie wants to win every game here on out. She runs CC show for 80% of the game until then she is in good with the Stephanie White, Kelsey Mitchell, AB Hub show for the loss. Yeah, she had, and shout out to Bounce Network because I watched his video today and he talked about the same thing I have been talking about: consistency,
they don't scout overseas,
consistency, and hierarchy. Every team knows who's running the show from here. They know who's running the show. The Fever still have an identity crisis, despite them winning 5 games. They still have an identity crisis. Until you, what's up, Private Nobody?
Yeah,
Until
D
you
Burt, he did
establish
kind of go against Sophie.
who?
Oh, her co-host. That
Yeah.
guy, I
Oh
forgot
yeah,
his
he
name.
did.
They did.
And you notice they haven't did a show together since.
Yeah, he better try to know where his bread is buttered.
Yeah.
Bro, we know you've been a Cowboy fan all your life. That's part of your problem. You and Courtside got that. I'm telling you, y'all got them Jerry Jones pillows, man. Change your pillow covers, and get Jerry Jones. Stop kissing Jerry Jones at night. It's messing with y'all brains.
I just feel at the end of the day, man, the Fever really
Was
has to.
Cheryl Reeves the coach when they lost the Commissioner Cup? Yeah. But see, man, the Commissioner Cup is a second place trophy. That's
Man,
like the
last
cup
year.
in the NBA. That's like the cup in the NBA. Man, nobody care about that mid-season crap. That's just like a marketing thing, man. Nobody care about that mess, man. Cheryl Reeve have gotten her team to the finals, and they lost on a BS call to the Liberty. She's done way more than Stephanie White.
difference
Now, if you're trying to compare
between
Stephanie White to Cheryl Reeve, dude, you might as well just leave the chat, go drink your bottle of wine, man. Come on, man. Let's be real, man.
Stephanie White is not on Cheryl Reeves' level as
They're not
a
even the same
coach.
league. So, man, if that's what you're saying, courtside, man, come on, man, stop playing. I'll have to call you after the game.
Cheryl Reeves about winning championships,
dude.
and she got the
I don't
team
like
that.
Cheryl Reeves, but man, she ain't worse than Stephanie White, dude. Come on, man. Come on, bruh.
Cheryl
Hey, you
Reeves'
talking
team
about the
is
Commissioner's
always
Cup.
top
You don't care about the
1, 2,
Commissioner's
and
Cup?
3 in the league every year. So you never see her team down 5, 6, or 7 in the seeding. Her team is always top 3
Top.
every year.
Man, she basically got her roster gutted, and she replaced everybody. She lost 2 players that she lost an all-star. She lost a defensive player of the year, and she lost Jessica Shepard, who became an all-star the next year.
And look at Jessica Shepard. She's
that's what I'm saying.
she's the brains behind the Dallas Wings right now.
Yes.
Triple doubles. She got
Yes.
5 triple doubles in her first season.
Yes, balling, and then they was
Balling.
all on the same team.
I mean, you got to look at it for what it is. I mean, we're not saying that we don't want the Fever to be successful, but you got to be realistic about the flaws that the Fever has. The Fever has flaws. Simple as that. You can't outscore everybody and think you're going to win. It's not going to happen.
I got to remember that you.
Playoff basketball is totally different from regular season. Yeah, you could do that all day long, but when it gets down to the playoffs and then that crunch time start happening, guess what's going to happen to you? Look how long it took for the Fever and the Lynx to get to 100 points. It was 75 points down last few in the third quarter. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Before
just messing with you about going live, man. We know you hold church every damn day, man. You the hardest working pastor in these WNBA YouTube streets.
I'll be drinking communion, and when I don't even attend church.
Because I watched you live after the game, man. I watched it, man, because I was like, dude, but it get depressing at times. I had to turn it off.
That's correct, Peggy. The best offense.
The only thing to save your lives is Sean and Private Nobody, the voices of reason. I thank them brothers because boy, without them, man, courtside, it's rough. It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough because your boy was going off in the last live. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Oh, what's that guy's name? He was going off. He was just talking about Caitlyn. He was just super negative. I can't think of his name.
I'm talking about Pete.
Pete, yes, Pete
Yeah,
was, man,
Pete.
yeah. I watched your show live, courtside. Yeah, because Pete was going off. Yes, Pete. Yeah, Pete was on a bender, and there was another guy. He was talking, and I just said, "Man, he talking real slow," and I was falling asleep, and I was like, "Man, chopped and screwed," and I just left. Yeah, I was in there. I watch you, fam. Yeah. Because I had to listen to Private Nobody and Sean. Because they ought to have their own damn show. Shit, I'm like, man, yeah, the voices of reason. Them the 2 best lawyers in YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah.
private nobody and
Hey,
Sean.
hey, you
Yeah,
should call them Law and Order.
yes, boy,
Doom
Law and Order.
doom
If you don't have
doom
them,
doom
man,
doom
you're in
doom doom
trouble.
doom. Mm-mm.
Yes, yeah.
Pete
Kool Aid Cowboy.
Pete do get long winded though.
Yeah. No, the other dude, his name was DMC. He was like, so okay. I was like, because even people in the chat was like, did they hit the slow-mo button on him? They was on his neck. I was like, wow, they was killing that
Mm,
dude. And I was like, chopped and
mm,
screwed. I said, boy, he on that syrup.
mm.
Gotta be.
Sipping on that scissor, sip,
Yes.
sip, sip. Sipping on that
Of course, we
scissor,
gonna see,
sip,
brother,
sip,
because
sip.
this schedule, man, this schedule is not for the faint of heart. I mean, New York is struggling.
But they
Chicago ain't
ain't
go.
actually
Yeah,
they starting to play well now.
yeah, but
They starting to play.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
like from where they're at, they
yeah,
need a win.
yeah. They need to
The
win. They need to
Wings,
win.
the
Yeah,
Wings need a win, and you're neck and neck with the Wings, like you said
yeah.
earlier. One win, two losses, and man, you go from 6 to 8 or 6 to 7.
With a blink of eye,
Yeah, and them teams go ahead of you.
that 4 from 7 range. You need to stay in that 4 to 6 range. You don't need to get to 7.
And
You
of
got to
course,
stay
I
between
told you.
4 and 6.
I told you a couple months ago, August 16th was gonna be a playoff game, man. That's going to be seeding's going to be involved with you in the dream. Cause y'all keep flip-flopping with the dream. The dream win, they go up. Y'all win, you go up over the dream. That game is going to end all
And
that flip-flop.
actually, the Fever definitely needs to beat the Dream because if the Fever lose to the Dream Dream will hold a tiebreaker completely and has the lead in the Eastern Conference division over the Fever.
Let's see, the Mystics. Yeah, I mean, he ain't looking at the schedule. He's in fandom. I get it. I get it. I get it. He is a fan to the heart.
Probably said the problem is Stephanie White. It's Stephanie White, and she lets CC runs the offense. Stephanie focuses on Dick. Exactly, private. That's the thing. The biggest issue with the Fever is really not the offense; it's the defense.
Yeah,
they got too many laps in the defense, and they need to fix that defense fast because teams, you don't have time to be saying, "Oh well, let's figure it out in the next 2-3 games." You can't figure out. This is go time. And Retro said, "Ring that bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell." Like they said,
Texas.
pressure.
We me courtside and live. We all chat damn near all day, every day.
Yeah.
So we cut up with each other all the time. So it's no animosity. It's all love between all three of us. And Rich
Yeah.
too. He be in the chats too
Yeah.
with us in the group chat. So yeah, we all chat. We all chop it up and talk
Yeah.
noise and cut up. So yeah, we good. Yeah, he just a Cowboy fan. That's his only problem.
Yeah.
That's his only problem. He a Cowboy fan. Fro too. Fro good people too, but they Kool-Aid sippers, truth. they ain't like you. They ain't got Super Bowls and got a great quarterback. The quarterbacks are the same color. Both of them got the beige rage. But
Mhm.
no, they quarterback ain't in the they quarterback is like it's almost like Chelsea Gray and Caitlin Clark. You got Caitlin Clark at quarterback, and they got Chelsea Gray. Dak Prescott is Chelsea Gray.
Mhm. And that's right, Michael. What we halfway through the season, the defense should have been fixed.
Yeah. It's
Hell,
like
the
Peggy
Valkyries,
said.
the
Man,
Valkyries
dude, I
had,
ride with Peggy. It's what you got is what you got, and they ain't
yeah,
good. And
yeah.
it's no fixing. It's their offense is their defense. They set it up that way.
It's like going to a cookout and you getting raisins in your potato salad when you're looking for plain potato salad.
Mm.
And that's what the Fever is. They got a bunch of raisins.
Yeah, and now it's even more important for Aaliyah Boston to play good basketball because teams gonna be
Exactly.
gunning for her. So now Caitlin Clark will always have a target on her back.
Yeah.
But watch, they can start going at Aaliyah Boston
Mm-hmm.
with the fury.
And guess what? You said this a while back. You said the most important person on the Fever, it ain't Kelsey, it ain't Caitlin, it's Aaliyah Boston.
Aaliyah Boston. Yeah. Aaliyah Boston. She has no backup. She had
Nope.
no backup. And she make the most money.
The most money.
The most money. No backup. She done sat out a game. She done been on minutes restriction. She don't play
She done
aggressive
left
no
a
more.
game.
She don't block
play, man.
shots.
Nope.
It's a lot of stuff Aaliyah Boston don't do. She shoot 3-pointers better. She shoot
last year.
threes good.
Yep. Matter of
She shoot
fact,
threes
we
good,
used
but
to
when
we
she had
used
a
to be
chance
on
to shoot a
Aaliyah.
three, she didn't take it.
We used to be on Aaliyah Boston head in 2024 when she used to play soft.
Yeah.
And then last year she started playing a little bit better, and now she got that money. She wants to
They
be
say
out there
about $500,000.
She want to be out there with Candace Parker snickling and grinning all the time and don't sneak dissing people under the bus.
Courtside, she didn't come into the season with a knee injury last year either, fam. You keep going back to last year. You can't go back to last year, man. Last year team, you could bring in every scrap player on the planet. This year you got to go with what you got.
I could say the same thing about when Stephanie White coached the Suns. She took them to the semifinals, almost to the finals. But did she get to the finals? No. That's the point. She never got there. She had the team.
Courtside, you know what? Me and you should go live Friday. I'll set it up, man. We'll go live Friday. I'll do a show.
Yeah.
I'll set it up and we'll go live Friday.
Yeah.
Me and you. We'll do that. You ain't gonna do nothing but say the same stuff. It's just gonna be a cheerleading session. I get it, because you're a Cowboy fan. I deal with Cowboy fans every day, man. I'm used to y'all stuff. Sorry to any Cowboy fans in the chat. No offense, but Cowboy fans is relentless. Relentless.
Yep. Look at it. Grandma Chelsea Gray got 4 rings in the Finals MVP. But it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, at the end of the day,
I just joke with the Dak Prescott and Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray is more accomplished than Dak Prescott will ever be. For sure. Dak Prescott's never getting a ring. Ever. Unless he buy one.
Michelle, she was there 2 years. She took her to the semifinals 2 years, never to the finals.
Yeah.
And I think one of them years she had the best record in the league. And that was 2024. Yeah, and one coach of the year in 2024 when Caitlin first came. But she never got over the hump. That's like me almost want to stop drinking, but I can't.
Yeah, Leah Boston just not the same player that she was when she won when she was second all WNBA.
Yeah. And see, the thing about it is that I feel like these teams, like, to me, I think Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, Professor, they cannot lose Aaliyah Boston to an injury at all.
Yeah.
At all. Fro, you and that Cowboy talk gonna have you in timeout, man.
I just feel like at the end of the day, I think that if they don't fix the backup problem behind Aaliyah Boston, and hopefully they have the young lady Michelle Holloway ready to play and see what she could give in a game, because then, to me, I still say that against the Aces, they need to mix that lineup up.
Well, we're gonna see if they bring it to the active roster, because they gotta have 12 people on the team.
Yeah. And to me, if they bring Bree Hall up over her when you know you need size, they're not serious, because Bree Hall ain't gonna give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She can play defense, but she can shoot, but she can't guard the bigger players. And Jackie Young has been on a damn heater.
Everybody want that. Everybody want that French dude.
All right, you ain't gonna get that
That's the
French dude
truth
that
in
will
him.
make up. Man,
Talk
I'm
to it.
not.
Uh,
I'm not.
boy,
I'm not.
yeah, man.
Y'all
Yeah,
wow.
that's that post presence right there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, retro. They knew Dantes was hurt weeks ago.
Yeah.
They knew Dantes was hurt. Matter of fact, Justine Passat knew Dantes was hurt. That's why she was so
Mm-hmm.
frustrated. Oh, Monica,
Or
they all
yep.
gonna have to step up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna have to be
Yeah.
like they're going to have to buckle down
Mm-hmm.
this month going into that break. And they better pray that they get one of them exemptions and
Mm-hmm.
get a player. But they could have just like I said, they could have just let Dantes not sign Dantes, let her have surgery, get healed
Yeah.
up, and if they wanted to bring her back in the middle of the season, they could have signed her to a contract.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, they shouldn't
Mm-mm.
have gave her a 2-year deal. 2-year deal. You've been injured for 3 years. Man, they showed too much loyalty. Like Fro said, man, this is a business. Ain't
Yeah.
no personal. We don't uh-uh. We don't love you like that. Yeah. Yeah, but you know when you say the semis, I mean you think about it, it's only what the first round of the playoffs, and then
It's
you win
three.
the
It's
first
three
round
game
and you in the
series.
semis. It's kind of like overrated. You just made it to the second round of the playoffs in real life. And if they had 30 teams, that means Stephanie White's only getting out of the first round.
Yeah.
In actuality, I wish they had 30 teams in this league. I
Yeah.
wish this league was like it's supposed to be, and like you said earlier, I wish they had built it and it was 30 teams in this league, and they were getting paid and not doing the activist agenda,
Yeah.
and maybe it'd be a
And
little different.
to me, even though we talk basketball, we critique the team and all of this stuff, but that activism stuff and that gender stuff
That's
that
what killed
keeps
it.
it's killing the
Yeah,
momentum of the league, and
that's
it's
what kept it in
making
the
the
box.
league and it's making the fandom like agitated and aggravated and stuff because we want to talk basketball, we want to focus on basketball, we want to focus on the team, we want to focus on the league, but when you
Yeah,
have coaches out here and saying all of this stuff and just plead the fifth, you ain't got to answer everything, just plead the fifth. You're
yeah.
gonna say,
They
hey,
should
no.
have they should have kept aside and waived Dantas, and we
Matter of
said
fact,
that then.
the one thing that when they was in Portland, I think was Seattle. No, they was in Seattle, and the Fever PR was there, and they asked Stephanie White the question, and she was about to answer. And the Fever PR stepped in and killed that. That's what they need. They had their PR team in every meeting when these questions start came, and they could just the PR team could shut it down right into there. Then you don't have to. You could just keep it basketball
Hmm.
because you allow coaches to say stuff, and then guess what? It's a story because these reporters are looking just for a story, and then these coaches get thrown in there, and then they can't defend themselves. Let your
Yeah.
PR team shut everything down. You ain't got to answer all of these questions. Just focus on your team and the basketball.
Yeah, simple living. It's not a hardship. Going to have to bring in a new player to see. Yeah, yeah, and that's the reason why they signed that young lady. They knew this was coming.
Hmm.
Because if they really wanted when they traded Prasad, they should have had somebody on the developmental squad right then.
I mean, Michael, it's not about her being a locker room vibe. It's about her not being available to play with the
No,
team.
he being facetious when he said he's joking.
Oh,
He's
okay. I
joking.
was like,
He's
what is
joking. Because remember Stephanie White was talking about the vibe and the culture, and Dantes was that player that they ain't got to get ready because she ready, and she was hyping her up. And then she ready. She was getting ready for surgery.
Yeah.
She was getting ready for surgery. Yeah, she was ready. All
Yeah.
right. Her ass was getting
Yeah.
ready for surgery. She went under that knife.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, speedy recovery. Can't come back next year. You
Courtside, he said
can't.
he gonna remember this stream. Y'all
Yeah.
gonna be eating a lot of crow. Hey,
Oh my God, there you go with that, dude. dude, you said with
Just take it,
Nicole.
courtside. Just take it game after game, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Just take it a game after
Just
game,
because you
man.
didn't want to talk about the Valkyrie loss, man. When
But
I
like,
asked you
look,
about that, you said you and Nicole said Stephanie White had changed the offense. You gave more credit to Stephanie White than Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. Shut up, man.
hey,
Stop.
I
Call
have
me
ate a
after the
lot of
game. Call me
ate a lot of
after this, and we'll
pheasants.
talk. Because I
I
know
have
you said that.
I have ate a lot of pheasants in my day, so I don't mind eating anything.
Yeah.
But guess what? There's still a
You
long ass season to go, brother.
you beat Seattle with 75 points from Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, and you said it was Stephanie White that was the one that got y'all through that game. And you said that on video. We can go back and rewind it. I damn near passed out when you and Nicole said Stephanie White.
Hell, it took Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell to score 60 something points to beat Seattle the second time.
Man. And in that
60,
same time
60
frame, Caitlin Clark done won Player of the Week twice. But it was Stephanie White that was the what got them through that 5-1. Oh my goodness. Come on, courtside.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Professor. Yeah, I'm telling you, that Passat, she knows what was going on. That I mean, them girls was embracing her after she scored them points that game because they know.
Oh, Charles
They
Boxing
know.
and the Bulldogs funny. Yeah. Mm-mm. But
Top Gun. He don't want to talk about that. Top Gun.
yeah.
Courtside do not want to talk about that 5-8 against 500 teams. He don't want to talk about that, man. He don't
All
want to
right,
talk
ladies.
about that. Courtside overlooks, like somebody said earlier, Courtside overlooks the truth.
Matter of fact, since the Fever play Thursday, we're gonna come and do a live at 7. We're gonna team up, and then
Okay.
Courtside could come.
Yes,
Courtside could come
yeah.
up.
That
He
might
could
be
come on
better.
then.
That might be better. I
Yeah.
might, give
Yeah.
him Thursday and leave a
Tip-off
Friday
Kings will
to
be here
himself.
7 o'clock on Friday. Y'all pull up, and Courtside, you pull up. We'll
Mason,
drop the link for you.
she did escape hell. She did. The House
Yeah.
of Pain. Exactly.
Mm.
Yes. Justine Passat escaped misery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna
But
Courtside. We'll get with you Thursday, fam.
yeah.
How you
Friday.
gun loaded? Super chat.
Probably nobody dropping them dimes. AB issue is real. There's nothing behind her, and AB has played. And Stephanie White nonsense. She is now barking orders to CC. Yeah, AB will make or break the Fever. We will deal with Kelsey Mitchell, but AB is an issue. I said that, and matter of fact,
Yes.
Lyrica also pointed that out that AB. Some people say that AB and CC are having some kind of friction going on in front of our eyes. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to pay attention. We'll see how it
We'll play out.
on Thursday. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
Yes, we will see
So,
y'all
yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah. Thank y'all all for pulling up and
Thank
everything
you
like
everybody
that.
for pulling up.
Thank y'all. I mean, this was really good, really good. We'll do it again Friday and everything. No, there's no game Friday. We doing
Thursday before
there's
the
a game Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday before the game. We'll get on early.
Yeah. The game is at. I'll drop the stream. Y'all just go to our YouTube channel and just whatever it is. Marty, do you think this team I posted to play the Fever? Maybe.
Courtside. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up Thursday, fam. Yeah, y'all was praising Stephanie White because I asked you on camera. I said, "So are you saying Stephanie White is
Much
the
love,
reason
Michael.
why
You
they're
too.
winning?" And Michelle and then Nicole said, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Courtside."
Yeah.
And I said, "You sure?" And I said, "So what about the defense?" Neither one of y'all had anything about the defense, and that's what I asked. I asked about the defense. I said, "So is Stephanie White in charge of the defense?" Y'all had crickets.
Mhm.
Y'all wanted to talk about the offense only. But here we are, 2 weeks later, we talking about that defense.
Anna, I wonder how that Hawaiian beer tastes. Golly, I need to import it some. I need.
Hawaiian beer. I need to try one of
Yeah,
them too.
I need to try one of them for real.
Wow.
Anyway, guys, thank y'all for pulling up. This was
Come
exciting.
back Thursday.
A lot of information. Yeah, come back
Thursday.
come
so we
back
can-
come back Thursday for the live, the play-by-play live stream, and
talking
then
to my cousin courtside.
and then the next day on Friday we have
Call him and customize.
return. So yeah. So anyway, thank y'all for pulling up. Thank y'all for the super chats for both teams. I mean, both channels and everything. Man, I'm trying to be. Man, I'm not trying to be
Hey,
contagious.
take care, Michelle.
This contagious
Retro.
channel. This COVID-19. I don't want that shit. Y'all got. Man, cause I'm stupid. He talking about we COVID-19 over here. That's all right. You better wear. You better wear your mask then. You better
Wear your mask, man. Get your shots. Get your shots. Get your shots, courtside.
Oh my God. Hey, y'all have a good night. Much love to all of y'all.
Take
Much
care.
love, man. Y'all take it easy. Wow.
Pull up to the pod game, face no fear. All about the grind they've been sleeping on for years. From the blacktop dreams to the packed out stands. We talking every cross, every cut, every plan. Fucking the tip-off Kingz, yeah, we taking that crown. WNBA talk, we run this town. From the locker room smoke to the bright game screens. You tuned in, locked in with the tip-off Kingz. Ay, we got stacked. We got stories from the road, late flights, sore knees. Still in scoring mode. From the rookies on the rise to the vets with the rings. If it's women's hoops talk, then we run that thing. Tip-off Kingz, yeah, we taking that crown. WNBA talk, we run this town. From the locker room smoke to the bright game screens. You tuned in, locked in with the tip-off Kingz. Let's go.